Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck Sim live stream. Today it is the 7th of January 2024, 35 minutes past 8 in the evening here in the United Kingdom. We're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator in the iniBuilds Airbus A300 freighter variant, the latest version 1.02 for our second ever stream in this aircraft. We're coming in from the sunny United States, Memphis, Tennessee, flying to Palm Beach in Florida. Flight time of around an hour and 40 minutes. That is if we get there, because I've been having so many issues with Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment. Some people seem to be absolutely fine. A lot of people are having a lot of problems. I'm one of them. Now, I have been able to complete the flight without a sim crash, but I had a WASM crash with the iniBuilds A300 where the FMC completely froze, very similar to what happened to an X-Plane about 3 years ago when I was playing around with the FMC. So the chances of getting there in one piece is quite low. No, I'm not using a FSUI PC. Yes, you might have noticed I'm using FlyLive, but I've actually got this connected with SimConnect, which is the original way it works, where it's very buggy and it crashes a lot. But no, I have completely cleaned out my community folder. I have completely got rid of every plugin, no FSUI PC. The only plugins I've got is the Tobii Eye Tracker software and, you know, Navigraph plugins and SimBrief. It's pretty much a clean version of Microsoft Flight Simulator to try and get on to the bottom of this. I've done reset all my caches, my Nvidia cache and stuff I don't understand. Thanks to all the members who've helped me out with this, but let's see how we get on. I don't know if it's unique to the iniBuilds A300. I see a lot of people in their Discord have been suffering issues with this aircraft. I tried PMDG and I seem to have less issues, but anyway, let's see what happens today. It's a great little add-on nonetheless. But yeah, live weather, live time. Probably be a nice sunset approach into Florida if we get that far. Just the default scenery here today. I probably won't visit Memphis again anytime soon, so I didn't bother getting the payway one, which sort of shows, you can see here, this is the cargo apron. The building is a square block, so yeah, it's leave a lot to be desired, the default airports of Microsoft Flight Simulator. No stand numbers, and you can see all the aircraft are sort of scattered across the apron. We've got an Alpaca Airways Cargo A300 over there as well, but check out this livery. Thank you to the couple of the members that made this Alpaca Cargo Airways livery for the Airbus A300-600. It looks pretty sick. You can see the crimple lines in the fuselage at the nose there. And we've got GSX all working with it as well. We're going to take 30 tons of merchant cargo all the way to Palm Beach. I don't know what a typical Memphis export would be, but whiskey maybe. Let's imagine we're taking 30 tons of whiskey. Anyway, who we got here in chats here today? Firstly, to all the people that pinged. Firstly, after 29 months, Lee Russell, thank you very much for your continued support as a member. 3 OK emojis. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for the support as a member. Larry as well, 14 months as well, right at the start of the stream. Welcome to the city of Elvis. Of course, I've got let's say we've got whiskey and Elvis Presley, little, you know, what you put on your car dashboard with the shaky heads. Let's imagine we've got those as well. Famous Beale Street, hoping for a smooth flight with no more crash to desktops, hopefully. Thank you again to all the members who have helped me out here, trying to fix these issues. Yeah, the default Microsoft Flight Simulator is pad, says Taylor. Yes, it could do with a little bit of improving. Memphis is a UPS hub, some basically anything. So yeah, I chose this airport because I think it's the second busiest cargo airport for or in the United States. A massive hub for FedEx, which is why we're departing from here. We've never flown from here before as well. Swanking livery, yes, I love that. Illicit games as well. Steve M, thank you for all your helps with the landing gear lever. So Steve M is one of the members. I've got this now configured correctly, so in Microsoft Flight Simulator I can actually raise the gear now properly, although you do have to put it back down when it's up, but it's sort of a workaround that works well. Ankita, thank you as well for all your help. 20 months. Fingers crossed I'll be as stable for you as it has been for me. Yeah, you've had no issues in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I've had loads. But thanks for all your help as well. Remember to put the gear down this flight. Well done, Will. Is everyone going to mention this every stream moving forward because of a little issue we had in Concord a couple of weeks ago? Oh dear. Mataz, thanks for the 25 months as well with 2 alpaca emojis. Brilliant. Right, let's zoom on in. Yes, I've not done anything apart from load into the simulator, but yes, the cargo variant, we flew the passenger variant first stream. What livery did we take? I can't remember. what livery he took for the first one. I think it was just a generic... oh no, it was the Airbus one, wasn't it? So yeah, here's the cargo version. It's very resplendent. It does look very, very nice here. The sounds have improved. Yeah, the release notes for version 1.02, the bug fix list was, well, it was so long. They rectified a lot of issues. So yeah, we'll just see how we get on today. Yeah, anyway, let's jump on into the cockpit. You can see there, look, part of the flight deck to sim groove. There we go, Alpaca Cargo. The exterior model and interior model is very, very nice as well. A lot more detail than it had with the X-Plane version. So, you know, nice 3D elements on the cargo floor here to make sure the pallets are locked in, and there's sort of like a little loading area, and then yeah, we can go straight into flight deck like so. There we are. In we go. Boof. Flawless as ever. Will we hear the famous hate Airbus today? No, this is a Boeing Airbus. Oh, look at that building in front. I've chosen the worst possible stand ever. I mean, they could have put a little bit more effort with with the buildings, like maybe some corrugated textured iron or something. Who knows what's going on. Right, let's get the show on the road. So I'm just going to get some power to the aircraft first. Batteries are on. External power's connected, and then we're going to load up GSX straight away here, just to get the cargo on its way. So, oh look, there's a departure coming off there, really, really nice from FedEx here. We've got full ATC going on here as well, so we might have a long taxi out to runway 36. Hopefully we'll get runway 27 for departure. So let's go down here, activate GSX. So we're going to request boarding.
Boarding requested.
I haven't... who should we use here? Oh, let's go with Trego Dugan. That sounds like the perfect service provider. Oh, chaos in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So here they are. They're going to start loading the cargo crates as well. I don't know if there's a way of syncing the iniBuilds cargo loader with everything here yet, but you have to sort of open the main cargo door manually, and then I load the SimBrief flight plan via this. So I'm just going to go to my flight first, import from SimBrief. There's the flight information in. We're due out. Well, we were due out on the hour. It might be a bit late because I had a slight delay to the start due to a crash. Well, Microsoft Flight Simulator crashed as soon as I pressed fly when I initially tried to load in. Weight and balance. This is quite cool. So you can go from SimBrief, custom cargo, and you can load in. Look, I put 30 tons of cargo in. It's distributed it all. Hold on, let me open the cargo door first. Door, main cargo door as well, bulk cargo. There we are. GSX is really cool. It syncs all of the features as really well. All the crates being loaded. So you can see I've already pressed load, so they're already in. But still, it shows crates being loaded in, which is pretty cool. Yes, let's board Jim and I. So crew coming in. And then we'll just go to weight and balance. Yeah, apply load to aircraft. There we go. And we'll do the refueling instantly as well. There we go. So the fuel and cargo is actually loaded onto the aircraft, but you'll actually be able to watch it in there. Oh wow, the scenery that is looks fantastic. Nothing like looking at a concrete wall to make you concentrate. Brilliant, Steve. Looks like the Berlin Wall. Excellent. Thank you, Clark, for your very generous donation there. That will ping up any second. Again, Nightbot's a bit slow. But yeah, the GSX loading of this is pretty cool. If I just zoom on outside here, oh, you'll see Jim and I arriving at our bus as well. Hold on, this is quite... there we are. Look, Jim and I. Just had to show you this. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're in the bus when I just chaos here in the ramp. We got concrete buildings and buildings over. Well, Jim and I are meant to be in there
30,
somewhere.
20.
Well, watch us
10.
get on. Cheers, Clark. Thank you very much for your donation. There we are.
Thank you so much for all your content.
You're most
Even
welcome.
though I'm a total novice and only fly Airbus on Xbox,
No!
I learn so much from
Try
you and
something
always
else.
look forward to
Who's
your
this?
videos.
Thank
You're
you
my
very much.
favourite channel, heart.
Oh, it's very, very kind of you, Mr. Roberts. Thank you very much for your very generous donation. You've got to try other aircraft apart from Airbus, sir. But thank you very much for coming in here. Why don't you try a Boeing at some point and see how you get on, sir? Thank you very much indeed for your generosity. Anyway, it's just a dispatcher arrived yesterday when I tested it. I was with the dispatcher, or Jim and I was with the dispatcher, but here he comes on with the manifest. He's going to go up the stairs. It's just a really cool feature how it's all loading. You can see the lower holds getting loaded as well with crates. It's superb there. Anyway, we'd best do some work whilst we're in the flight deck and all this goes on.
50, 40,
Oh, another ping coming in
30,
here. Oh, thank you,
20.
Cabby Windsor. Thank you indeed. Let's have a little listen to this.
One enjoys a little whiskey tipple after Charlie has flipped into bed of an evening. One will swap a consignment for a royal warrant if it is delivered discreetly. Broken bottles unacceptable to the Treasury, so remember to land with gear extended.
Brilliant. Thanks, Queen Camilla. Very kind of you. Thanks for your £5 generous donation from our Queen now. Yes, we'll try not to destroy the consignment of whiskey in the back there. Broken bottles unacceptable. So yes, did you have some on Concorde? Did they get a little dismantled? Thank you very much for your generosity. Your Majesty. Very, very good, thank you. Right, anyway, I best do some work. It's very kind, Camilla, and thank you very much, Clark, for your donations. Right, so aircraft's all powered up. Let me just turn up Microsoft Flight Simulator here as well. So let the loading go on in the background. So now we've got some power to the aircraft. I'm just finding the checklist here. I've been laughing around loads here of these distractions. Where's my checklist? There we are. So batteries are on, hydraulic panel checked. So we're all in the green here. Am I right in thinking that the maintenance feature right now in SimBrief isn't working? So it's not simulating tyre wear or something, but yeah, I think they had to turn it off whilst they were getting some bug fixes as well. Thank you for joining as a member as well, Jamal Soto. Glad you enjoyed the content. You get invited to our members only Discord. Hope you enjoyed the custom emojis in chat. Thank you very much. Now, I know you'll have a lot of questions, guys. We'll have a chat about the Max 9 plug blowout as well. We'll have a good discussion about it later. We've got a long flight, hour and 40 minutes. Bear with me in chat if I do miss you out here, because I just want to get the aircraft set up ready to go. So wiper switches are off, gear lever is down and locked, check the fuel levers are off, which they are, weather radar's off, external power is on, and then we can do the fault and fire tests now. So let's go on to the overhead panel, check the squibs first. So 2 squibs there, 1 squib for the APU, 2 squibs for engine number 2, do the fire test. Just need to view my eye point a little lower, so loop A. There we are, loop B. Let's check the APU. Just wait for the first light to extinguish. ECAM is getting kind of impatient about the IRSs. Was it already saying align IRS? Yes, I'll get there, ECAM. Patience. I'll try to remember to load the second page of the init page, which I forgot to do last stream. And let's check the engine number 2. Oops, I think that sort of overrode the APU fire test, but the light's illuminated at least, and the ECAM message would have appeared there in the background. Not going to start the APU just yet. IRS will move to nav, which is right up here. So 1, 2, 3. ISDU. What is the ISDU referencing to? Is it the artificial horizon? I'm not sure, but I always reset it at this stage here. Breadmaster, it's very rainy here in South Florida, so have fun dealing with some storms later in the flight. We're going to take some extra fuel anyway. The reason we're going to Palm Beach is because there's some event going on today. 3 airports down there, I think Key West, Palm Beach, and somewhere else is has ATC, so that's what we're going. It starts in an hour's time, so the time we arrive there'll be full ATC going on there. Kanupki, thank you very much for the €2.50. Thank you.
You know what's on cargo today? Treat with care.
Your motorbike.
Smiley face.
Whenever we fly cargo aircraft, you always bring your motorbike, Kanupki. Thank you very much. We've got whiskey for the royal family. We've got Elvis imitation heads for the front of your car dashboard as well. Yes, and your motorbike is pride of place. Thank you very much for your generous donation, sir. Very, very kind. Janky, yet 21 months. Might I suggest choosing the Aero Parts cargo load? Might be some spare landing gear parts. Moving on. ISTU oxygen low pressure supply switch is on, which is here. Very good, Yankee Fox. Thanks for your continued support as a member. Just the annunciator. Arm the emergency exit lights as well. This is just the order in which it tells you to do everything here. Very good. That's all done. Radio's on. They are on by default. We do have ATC today. We'll grab the ATIS shortly. Flight deck preparation. So we're going to go straight into the FMC. Yes, we will align the IRS. Now, I have got the flight plan all synced up with SimBrief. So if I go here to menu, ACARS, request SimBrief pending. There we are. It's loaded it in. The cost index we're using today is 50. It's quite high for the A300. Our call sign is Alpaca 701, just because it's the 7th of January. Boarding completed, perfect. Waiting to close the door, perfect, we'll do that now. And we'll press Align IRS. So let's close the door, because that's going to keep pinging at me all day long. And I'll get the stairs. Oh, the stairs are going off. Jim and I are locked in already. So that's done, and we'll do page 2 now as well. So we're going to just put a smidge of extra fuel in because of the weather in Florida, plus it could be busy. So let me just fetch the flight plan. So minimum fuel, 1 hour 47 minute flight time is 13.8 tonnes. We'll take an extra 30 minutes. This burns around 5 tonnes an hour. So if we go 16.3 on the fuel, that should be an extra 30 minutes. So 16.3, weight and balance, fuel 16.3. So it just gives you the Simbrief minimum block fuel. Apply load to aircraft. There we are, finished now, and there you go, 16.3 is now on board. So let's now go to the next page. I forgot to fill this in last stream. So the block fuel is 16.3. 0 fuel weight, you press this and it puts it in automatically, and the takeoff gross weight, 126 tonnes. Landing weight based off the routing information, and the 0 fuel weight CG is in as well. Cruising at 35,000 feet, which I think is the optimum today. We just need to go back to the flight plan to select the runway for departure. Let's just grab the ATIS and see what they're using. Interestingly, my radio tuning panel is no longer working. It was working on the test sector. Why is that no longer working now? Let's see if I can just do it manually until we get it working. So 127. Maybe it's because I don't have the power onto the avionics.
Call runway hold short instruction.
That works.
Recent wave turbulence separation standards in effect. All aircraft
I hate
contact
this
ground
ATIS
control
voice.
for pushback onto taxiway November or taxiway Juliet. Advise on initial contact. You have
Long taxi
information
for us
call.
then. Runway 36 in use, looking at text information golf.
Memphis International Airport ATIS information golf 1905
Test sector
Zulu.
bingo, brilliant.
1320 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3000. Temperature 12. 2.1. Altimeter 3013. Simultaneous visual approaches in use runway 36 left and 3 SIXR.
What?
Simultaneous departures in use runway 36 left and 3 SIXC. Operate
Didn't get a
mode
word
C
of
on taxiways and runways.
So runway 36 something for
approaches
departure.
to parallel runways in use. Notices to air mission. Bird activity reported
Virtual
in the
birds.
vicinity of the airport. Brief and call runway hold short instruction.
Yeah, especially based off recent events.
Separation standards in effect. All aircraft contact ground control for pushback onto taxiway November or taxiway Juliet. Advise on initial
Oh,
contact.
no.
You have
I tried to press
information
the
call.
transfer button. Please set parking brakes immediately. No! Ah, I love that noise it makes as well when you do it. It's like boom. Perfect. So information golf, runway 36. So just to show you, we've got quite a taxi for us now. So we're on the northern edge. We've got to push back here onto Victor. We're going to have to taxi all the way down here. I'll plan on 36 centre. Well, I'll get the clearance now, and we can see which one we can get. We're expecting an OLEM SID of some sorts off 36, and then it's going to be a left turn. He said, blah, garbled, blah, blah. Yes, the unmistakable voice of Huge Harry. Lightspeed, does Alpaca Airlines get its tyres from Dodgy Dave's defective time? Probably does. And thanks for subscribing, Greg. Welcome aboard. Right, let's get the clearance and see what's what, because what I found, the FMS here, or whatever they call it in Airbus, is a bit glitchy in the iniBuilds. You can get this, was it a WASM crash? I had it on the test sector, and what happens is the entire aircraft freezes and you can't use it anymore, and it's if you start spamming around with changing runways and things like that. It's an issue they had with their X-Plane version actually when it first released. So let me grab the clearance from ground, and oh yeah, it's not working, is it? So 1219 and see what we get, and then we can load that straight into the FMC. So 1219 is tuned, and oh, is that not active yet? Oh no! Oh no! I've got to try and press that. There we go.
Sorry, which is off Yankee, or which is off Papa.
What stand is this? Because Microsoft Flight Simulator called this stand 100, but it's 459.
So the north cargo ramp is going to be directly behind you. the ramp you're talking about is going
Hergy,
to
what's your favourite Canary Island airport to fly into? Tenerife? Or Lanzarote? Lanzarote, actually. So it's a little bit shorter flight.
So I'm going to have you take an immediate left turn onto Mike and then get back onto November and take November up to the North Cargo ramp.
Just wait until they finish their
okay,
spiel.
I understand. Then my charts don't match quite up. Yeah, okay. I'll take a right turn onto Mike and then again a right turn onto November to go up north. Alpaca and Yankee.
It's an alpaca. An alpaca lost.
38, you said that you're ready to taxi, correct?
Hey, firm, ready for taxi, Delta 38.
Delta 38.
Michael, flight deck to sim, thanks for the nice stream time for Australia. Welcome, yeah. It's nearly 9 o'clock in the evening. I was busy all day today, so I couldn't do it any sooner. But I know it's a good time for everyone in the US and Australia this evening.
Taxi through 36 left via Juliet Papa, November, Mike 1, Delta 38.
Memphis ground, hello, it's Alpaca 701, stand 459 information, Golf, altimeter 3013 for clearance to Palm Beach, please.
Alpaca 701, clearance on request, you are number 1.
Roger. Clearance on request, so standing by.
FedEx 957 on Sierra, ready for taxi.
Right, whilst we're waiting for that, and I'm
FedEx
waiting to load the
957,
FMC, I'll just get the overhead panel sorted.
Romeo.
Seatbelts on, no smoking auto. We can turn all these switches on.
Taxi runway 36 center.
Shed power's on.
Sierra, Romeo, cross 27 on Sierra.
Lights all good, nav logo 2. Pumps on.
That's ground, American 1011.
Window and probes on.
We have Golf.
American 1012.
Oh, that's the American way of getting clearance. So that's all set as well. And APU's not on at the moment. So overhead panel's all configured. Default position, you don't usually need to move any switches. We've got sufficient fuel on board as well. It will be runway 36 for departure of some sort. So the course is 360. I think the SID has a stop altitude, all of them at 5,000 feet. So we can set 5,000 now. How do I get it to do 100-foot increments? There we are, 5,100. Decision height -5 to avoid any spurious red-out cooldowns during rotation. And we're just waiting for our clearance. He said number 1 on request. I don't know at what point we're going to get our clearance. I'm gonna plan for 36 center, which is the longest runway, and hopefully it won't.
Alpaca
Here we go.
701, I have your clearance with amendment advised, ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Alpaca 701.
Actually, stand by FedEx 1472. Are you still with me?
FedEx is their hub. They would get priority.
Contact departure 125.8.
Yeah, good priority, to be fair.
125.8, we'll see you, FedEx 1472.
Alpaca 701, you ready now?
Yeah, ready, Alpaca 701.
Alpaca 701, clear to...
Palm Beach. To be fair, I look at the code, and it doesn't make much sense. And if they don't know, they usually say the 4-letter ICAO code. Hi, Brad. Oh, my days. Oh, my days.
Alpaca 701, cleared Palm Beach International Airport. Via Pipey 6, departure I-Buffy transition, direct Montgomery.
Oh, my God.
Climb and direct Montgomery, then is filed. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.8, squawk 1011.
Cleared to Palm Beach off the Pipey 6 departure, and then routing towards Montgomery as filed. 5,000 feet, flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Airborne frequency 125.8, squawk 1011, Alpaca 701.
Alpaca 701, read back correct. You can expect runway 36 center for departure.
36 center will call ready for push, Alpaca 701, thank you.
FedEx 956.
Perfect, right, I'll just turn that down whilst that's going on. Well, that's a good job we got our clearance, because that's a completely different SID than I'm expecting. I was expecting an Olms 6 departure. Olms? I'll get rid of that one. And and we'll go with the Piper 6. There we go. So it's a Pippy 6, which is slightly different. Let me just overlay that because I'm curious as to where that goes. Yeah, so that routing is well off the route. So we're gonna have to PIEP. So it's there. And then towards Montgomery. Okay, so it's longer track miles. In reality, if you get a completely different SID, you might need additional fuel, but we'll use what fuel we've taken for that. And then he said, then it's to Montgomery afterwards. Okay, Montgomery's over here. Let me just check the airways. Then it was direct to Montgomery. So it's not against it. It's not along an airway or anything, is it? Okay. A Pippy 6. All right, Pippy 6. Right, let me close that down then. So SID 36 Centre, Pippy 6. Via Buffy. Let's just see where the Pippy 6 ends. Okay, is it via this transition, I wonder, Ibuffy? Did he say that? So Pippy 6, Ibuffy's there. I'm going to put it. He did say a transition, it's the only one there. So Ibuffy, insert. Alright, and we should have a discontinuity then. Ibuffy, direct to Laic. Ugh. No, he said direct to Montgomery. So I'll get rid of the Laic. So you press clear, don't you? Clear again. There we are, Montgomery. I know, yes, I think he gave you a direct. I think he did. Yeah, but I did a transition. I'll have to read, but I read back. I wrote down Stan 459, Pippy 6, Montgomery 5000, and he said, yeah, read back correct. So if in doubt, ask. I'll ask the airborne controller. There we are. Everyone's happy. Pippy 6, then direct Montgomery. Oh yes, and I think this is bugged. I noticed on my test sectors. Look at this. Top of descent 350. 8 minutes later, 30 feet. And then next one, 10,600. This, I think, is... oh, you did hear I Bluffy, of course. Right, it's okay. I'm going to request direct Montgomery or airborne. Right, this I've noticed this, and I think, because my initial plan today was to do some flights in Venezuela. There's a full ATC event going on Venezuela, but all of the SIDs and stars were broken in the iniBuilds A300. They didn't appear right. You'd select them, you'd have the list, but the routing wasn't there on the legs page. So yeah, it's. I heard there's issues. They're using the default Microsoft Flight Sim database, not Navigraph or something. Right, ILS-28 right, inbound. The Voodoo 1. And it's the cuped transition, and then it's for us via a Corey. There we are, insert. And this does look broken, this speed limit point. I've been deleting it on my test sectors. So look, oh, it's disappeared. That's all right now. Yeah, it's gone now. That's fine. So the only change I want to make, which is something we do at my operator, you can clear any sort of vector headings as long as you go heading select afterwards. So you can see I've gone Koteb, and after Koteb it's manual, and then a hold. I don't know why it's saying a hold there, but I'll get rid of that, and then get rid of the flight plan discontinuity, and get rid of the manual,
to confirm, you gave us runway 36,
and then just join the gap. And so long as when we get to Koteb we go heading select, and then just update the FMC, that works out well. Right, we got there in the end. Lateral routing's complete. It's just the performance next. I'll get the APU pranked. Fired up. So perf is next. Start the APU. So master switch on. And start. Top of descent display in the FMC is bugged. It always shows the ETA for the waypoint after top of descent. When the ETA is shown in the ND, it's correct, however. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Flight level 350 to 30 feet in that short time is a bungee jump. Yeah, it's a bit broken at the moment. The top of descent is very weird in the A300 right now. Anyway, performance. So sync 36 center, dry, surface winds in temperature as well, QNH, and we've got the weight all in. We'll go 15, calculate. It's always the same, maximum assumed temperature and the speed. So V1 154, 163. 154, 163. 163 here, preset, and then we put 250 later on in the checklist. Preset. The SID stop altitude is 5,000 feet, which we can set there. The runway heading is set to. Right, the rest we've got to do then is flex to 63 degrees. 1, 2, 3, which is 94.4 on N1, which doesn't come up here. And the trim is 0.1 down. This is a bit buggy as well. As soon as you move the trim, look, it's set to 1, it just... Boop. Oh no, it's not doing it now. Earlier it jumped all the way, but there we are. 0.1. Oops! Wrong button. What did I press? Did I press another button? Thank you. Oops. Clicked engine start. Yeah, that's not good. Well, it wouldn't have started with no APU. Good. Right, the rest is all good up there on the overhead panel. MCP is set. Elevation sea level. QNH, well, altimeter 3013 is set. Radios are set as well. And the doors we just need to close. Okay, the APU starting up there. There's the rear cargo hold closing. Perfect. Good. Get rid of the sun visor for now. Yes, you pressed engine start instead of APU start. I was just testing you all. Well done. Well spotted. Right, let's talk about taxi then. And SID. So we're going to push back here. Probably facing, well, east or west. Out via Bravo or Yankee. Maybe even Sierra here. 36 center takeoff from. We're going to taxi probably down Sierra all the way. That makes sense. Maybe Yankee to cross both runways, but we'll just take our time with the routing. The SID then is the no longer the OM6, it's a PIEP6. PIEP6 initial climb is 5,000 feet, which is set on the MCP for 36 center. Climb on heading 360 to intercept 325 to Beale. 325 to Beale. Let's just check the flight plan. 324 to Beale, that's fine. There's no stop altitudes apart from the 5,000 feet on the MCP. Pyramid, Emaxi, who's Bebby. And then top of climb by that point, Piep and Montgomery. And I'll have asked by then, where's our director, Montgomery? Perfect. So lateral routing's completed. The east or west. I know, Steve, brilliant. I was hoping no one noticed when I said that. Right, just need the APU on the bus. So APU is available. Just check the ECAM display. APU. Yeah, 400 Hz, 115 volts, so we can just disconnect the ground power. There we are. It's onto the APU. Disconnect the GPU. And we can request push and start. I think we've done everything. I haven't forgotten anything. Everything's configured. Just the APU bleed to come on for the engine start. The rest have all checked all the indications. Everything's normal. Significant oil. Sufficient oil. Everything's set. Performance as well. Just get the APU bleed on. TB, yeah, you can add the waypoint back in just in case the demand to stay on SID. It's about 20 minutes into the flight, and like I said, it's a bit bugged, the messing around with the FMC at the moment. There's a dispatcher. Sorry, the pushback lady. Excellent.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Excellent.
Pushback is at your discretion.
Pushback's at your discretion. Alright. So I'm just going to push back because, you know, America. I'm going to push back facing nose to the left.
Yep, we're ready to copy for change 64.
I was away for a few minutes. Did you finish it at B? Yes. Or did I?
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
16.3, 16.3. Yes, it's all in. It's pre-populated. It's all in.
Rip.
There we go.
Delta 315, we're a bit confused with the taxi instructions here. This is one of our first times at the airport. Do you want us to continue down on Juliet? And
She's taking good time.
Locking gear.
Locking gear, perfect. So I can't wait to vacate from this solid concrete building ahead of us.
Roger.
Hope you all had a good weekend anyway. I managed to assign some banging window views crammed in between a crate and the little external window here. Right, we want those to the left. Right, so confusing. Right, perfect. Before we do that, milady, let's just do a little flow here. So flow request pushback. So beacon on. Start to A, and we can release the parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start at will. Wow, on our way. Starting engine number 2. N2.
Yep, ready copy, FedEx 1464.
There's oil pressure. Make sure that's increasing. N1. FlyLive is already frozen above, so I'm using FlyLive with SimConnect, which is what I used to use when I started FlyLive in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it freezes all the time. So you can see it's completely frozen at the moment.
Montgomery. Climb and maintain 5,000. Okay, I'm sorry, direct Montgomery, Dennis South. Climb and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 35010.
Perfect.
Departure frequency 125.8. Squawk 1055. And confirm you
Just trying to go like a
Type
flood
E6
wall.
departure.
Hey firm, I bus transition direct Montgomery.
I know from FedEx 14.
I like how the front main gear is slightly raised.
Fort Myers Airport via the Type E6 departure. A Buffy transition.
2 stable, starting engine number 1.
The Venice files. Initial climb 5,000. Departure will be on 125.8. And the squawk is 1055 for FedEx 14.
Yes, you got the GSX pushback rate of climb, which I think causes the issues on the VAT sim, showing everyone looking quite funny. Ooh, there's 20%. Cheers, Ross. Since we're departing from Memphis, Aretha Franklin's I Say a Little Prayer would be appropriate to listen to for this flight. No crash to desk, I hope. Fingers crossed. No, I'm going to get banned off YouTube if I play that. Brilliant. Thanks for the continued support, buddy. Hope you enjoy your apron upon arrival. Steven, did V1 reply to the comment you left him? I need to have words with him. He's deleted it. He deleted that comment I wrote. I left his comment on my last video. I don't know why I deleted it.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Perfect. There's the pushback gone. 2 good starts. I have to say, the spool-up sounds on this are superb on takeoff. Hello, Jack. You coming in to say hello? Hello. Hello. You coming? On your bed. Come on. Come on. On your bed. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down then. Come on. Good boy. Hello. Say hello to everyone, Jack. Are you looking at me? Yeah, who are you talking to, Daddy? There we go. Oh, thanks, buddy. Right, yes, Jack's around today. Right, I'm still looking at outside. Nothing. I best do some work. After start float, normal operations, yes. So, APU master switch to off, ignition to off. APU bleed can come off. Speed brake arm. Rudder trim reset check 0. Slats to takeoff, which is 15 and 15. Trim set for takeoff. After start check is complete. Next is taxi out. I love the before taxi phone. It's nice and simple.
FedEx 1464 ready for push.
Lie down in your bed. It's just no. His bed's underneath the ADS ledge. That's just his head. Play back.
Push approved. Nose one.
Perfect. Flaps are extended. Right. Let's request taxi.
Southwest, that's to business first.
Did he just request push? I'm not sure. He did.
Nose facing south.
Most of them solid. That's what it is.
Alpaca 701 on Victor. Request taxi. He should be fine to Jacksonville. Oh, he's already got off. Ah.
Alpaca 701, taxi 36 center via Bravo Sierra. Host cross runway 27 on Bravo.
Taxi 36 Center, Bravo Sierra, and we're cleared across 27 at Bravo, Alpaca 701. Perfect. So we got the new Alpaca cargo livery. We've got the old school cargo livery. It's need to take this one to the paint shed. Right. So this way, taxi coach is Bravo, then Sierra. So first left onto Bravo, and then that goes slightly to right, then to Sierra, all the way down to 36 Center, as we sort of anticipated. Right then. So parking brake released. Off we go. So first left here is Bravo. Quite light. Well, I say we're quite light. We've got 30 tons of cargo. 30 tons. And we're cleared to cross runway 27, which is here. So to avoid anything that happened to sort of Japan Airlines, you confirm with Jim, cleared to cross 27, A firm, agree, flight date sim, and then clear left, clear right, strobes on.
One more, as far as I know. Giving you 2 minutes.
Does taxi nicely, the iniBuilds A300. Best commercial jet airliner for taxiing in the sim. Still quite off or on though. So left, right, left. See what we'll thrust there.
November 1253.
Oh, sorry, FedEx.
Yeah,
Turn up the outside. Turn up the sounds outside.
Brookhaven, Mississippi.
External engines. There we are. That's better. Oof, now we're off. 30 tons of duty-free whiskey and Elvis Presley heads. Right onto Bravo. Because it's a default airport which hasn't had much attention, there is no markings on the taxiway here. Just want to make sure it doesn't do anything silly like go onto the active runway, which is there.
Victor 9, southbound airway from Jackson.
Let me just reset Fly Live as well, because that has stopped working. You'll hear the little windows. But yeah, I'm not using FSUI PC for Fly Live. I'm using Sim Connect, which is just... It works for a short while, and then just stops working all the time.
Small aircraft just in front of us, approaching our taxiway.
There we go. So you should see it all working again now.
November 510 Hotel Lima, safe parking.
What should you buy first, said Sebastian, GSX or the A300? Ooh, good question. I've grown to really like GSX. It adds a lot of immersion, I feel, and even I like using it during the streams. So there we are, we're on Sierra now. We've got a taxi all the way down the full length of 36 Centre now. So maximum taxi speed 30 knots. Oh, my radio tuning panel's still not working, by the way. I just don't understand it. It was working on the test sector. Logitech radio tuning panel's now dead, and it only happens in the A300. So I'm going to have to go down here to use the radio. I just don't... It was working earlier, but it just doesn't work properly in the Airbus. 1258.
Yeah, I've been messing with him. I don't think he can receive voice.
You can speed it up though, Yankee Fox, the passenger loading.
That's a return to ready for taxi.
All aircraft ready to taxi. Please stand
Sounds like I got away just in time. Let's do the before takeoff check. There's a flight controls check. Check the display there. So full forward and full back. Left, see the spoilers coming up as well. Right, rudder I'm using to taxi, but yeah, full right and full left. So flight controls checked. FC preset 250 knots, which really helps with the departure here. It's NADP 1, I think it bugs 1 and a bit. It sort of bugs up at 1500 feet by default. We'll leave it at that. So that's set. Flight directors are on. Required autopilot modes will engage when we line up. Auto brake to max. And transponder. Oops. I never set the squawk and he never said anything, but we'll set that now. Squawk was 1011, and I hope I'm not almost on the grass.
Ground November 510 Hotel Lima just told me they can't transmit on voice.
Can't see where I'm going. I'll put that to TA now. TMRA now. Oh, he should have said something before I pushed, but he's probably quite busy with the sounds of it. So that's set. Weather radar, I'll turn on now. 24 knots, so fine for taxiing. So weather radar, we'll go on system 1.
And
ground Delta 315, short 36 up there, Mike 1.
Takeoff config check, that's a little button here. Press that, make sure no alarm or bells go off. Takeoff
Yeah, I think I
config's all good.
stepped on somebody. Who is that?
There we are, waiting for the lineup clearance. It's only ground here, so we'll just have to go over to Unicom or departures.
Ground, I'm just gonna go through that little GA plane that's blocking your taxiway.
I'm talking with someone.
Ah, we're on the way now. Love that howl. Isn't takeoff config on the right? No, it's this button here, isn't it? You're right. Thank you. Takeoff config test. That's the brake accumulator reset. Thank you.
Are you capable of receiving, sir, or are you just set?
It's like nice inertia to the A300 as well. Sort of leave it idle, it slows down at the appropriate speed if it was roughly flat. Bruno, what's the weather radar tilt setting profile as you climb to cruise? So takeoff and approach, you want it +5. I'm talking about the 737. I think it's no different probably in an aircraft like this. And then, sort of as you climb, you slowly reduce it. So around 10,000 feet, around +3, 20 to 30,000 feet, down to +1 to 0, then in the cruise, -1. Just so you get a bit of ground return and around 80 miles plus, and then anything in between is going to be CB activity, thunderstorm activity. Right, tell them ready for departure. Alpaca 701 approaching 36 center, ready for departure. It's a bit.
Alpaca 701, contact tower 119.7.
119.7, Alpaca 701, bye. Oh, tower's literally just come online now, so 119.7.
Ground, is it possible to cancel my flight plan for November 805 Juliet Sierra?
I'm just gonna.
Stand by, please. Delta 315 checker code is 1650 and mode Charlie.
Please don't be on the grass. Ah, perfect. There we are at the whole point. Do a bit of a taxi test. Go. I'm gonna have to sort of do quite a sharp turn here, but not have a runway incursion. Oh, the MCP altitude of 5,000 feet is blinking. Ooh, it's gonna stop. Yeah, that'll do. Well, we'll just call ready for departure.
Memphis Tower, good evening, Delta 315, short 36 left at Mike 1.
This looks good. So I love the look at the trees and sim the grass.
Delta 315, 6 hours. Good evening. Stand by.
Memphis Tower, hello, Alpaca 701, 36 center at Romeo, ready for departure.
Alpaca 701 Heavy Memphis Tower runway 36 center line up and wait.
36 center line up and wait, Alpaca 701. Confirm reback,
Delta
Jim. Yeah, clear to line up and wait. Approach is clear. No one's there.
Line up and wait 36 left, up 315.
Oh, someone lining up on 36 left. Could it be a simultaneous departure? So line up actions. Lights on. I would like
Delta 315
nav.
RNAV D-long, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff. Wind.
Nose landing, wing strobes are
RNAV
on,
D-long,
beacon is
36 left, clear for
on,
takeoff, Delta
TCAF
315, thank you.
and we're ready for departure now. All done. There's the aircraft over there lining up, the Delta 73. We're on 36 center. Very good. Yeah, I was hoping to do 2 sectors today, but with the issues I'm having in the sim at the moment and the aircraft's FMS being a bit funny, I think checked V1 that the aircraft's a bit funky on second sectors, so we only did the one today, but I did a slightly longer flight. We'll look at the aircraft again in a little bit in the future. There's the Delta off 36 left. Just going to come out the window there. There he is. There's an Alpaca cargo taxiing out. Very good. Quite busy here. Nice looking weather. Not in the UK then. Oh, actually, the weather in the UK has actually been quite nice the last few days. Rap H. It's been crap right up to this, but it's been a lot more settled.
Departure 125.8.
125.8. Thank you. We'll see you.
Yeah, I don't know why my radio tuning panel's not working. The avionics. The switches are on. I haven't done anything silly. Brandon, what a lineup! Can't teach that. I know. Can't teach it. It's not. I mean, look at that.
701 Heavy RNAV Beal, runway 36 center and start takeoff.
Runway 36 center clear takeoff. Alpaca 701. And I just wanted to confirm we were cleared on the P6.
Affirm and confirm RNAV Beal.
RNAV Beal, Alpaca 701. Thank you. What waypoint was that? Oh, Beal, RNAV Beal, got you. Clear takeoff. Thank you very much, Philippe, for your $10 donation. It says, hi there, glad to be back. Remember me? It's the guy that got married in the middle of your live stream. I do remember you. Thank you for your donation, sir. I'll let it ping up in a second. Timing. We've got to go to Palm Beach. I can remember. He got married. He got married and watched our live stream. 40%. Enjoy the sounds. Set takeoff thrust. There we go. Takeoff thrust set. Indications all. They're still spooling up a little bit slowly. Airspeed's alive. V1's 154. The 80 knots. It's a bit twitchy on the rudder. Release forward pressure. There we are. Yeah, very sensitive. There we go. V1, rotate. You maintain centre line of rudder, keep the wings level. And we're airborne. Right, pause, ready to climb. Cycle it like that, it should work. Gear up. No, back down again. There we go. That's how it works. It's a bit of a workaround, but it does work. Follow the flight directors. Then we'll get to 1700 feet. It'll automatically accelerate to 250 knots.
Heavy contact departure 125.8. We'll see you.
125.8 Alpaca 701. Bye. There's the left turn.
See you.
So 1700 feet is going to command 250 knots. Whoop. There we are, 250. So we can now select the flaps up. And we're above the S, so we can select the slats up as well. And now it's accelerated to 250. Go to the next frequency. Yeah, it seems to be working well on departure. It's all trimmed out, looking good. Departures, hello Alpaca 701 on the PP6 via Bill, passing 3,200 for 5,000.
Alpaca 701, Memphis departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000, Alpaca 701. 6,000.
Delta 315, you'll be climbing out of my airspace to the north. Memphis Center is closed. The radar service permitted. Frequency change approved.
Robert Unicom, we'll see you at 315.
So 16,000 is a lot.
Approach, good morning, FedEx 9134 with you, depending on the 3 arrival to 14,000.
It's flying really nicely, apart from me forgetting the left turn here. Sorry, I was just clicking off screen there. Very good. So in trim, the horizontal stabilizer is very sensitive, so you trim a little bit and the pitch changes quite a lot.
FedEx 9134. Radar contact 45 south to the Memphis Airport.
See, it's very quiet here. The engine sounds are so different depending where you are in the aircraft. Right, that'll do. Command.
Information down, exhibit Memphis altimeter 301.
Sorry about that, so being super loud, guys. After takeoff, checklist then. So, disarm the spoilers. Gear to off. Turn off and nose light to off. Air conditioning and pressurization. Diff pressures 4, climbing, cabin altitude around 500 feet, set. And after takeoff, checklist complete. And then when we accelerate, there we are, it's going to be quite a high target speed, 325 knots, there's the new bug speed. You'll notice we accelerate, the tone of the engine sounds quite different, which I do sort of like. You don't really, well, I've never flown the A300. Anyway, there's no speed limit, left turn inbound to Imaxi now.
9134, fly heading 070, and just gonna maintain 6,000.
Sort of, you can hear the engines getting drowned out by the increased airflow. And it's very quiet back here. You'd still get a bit of whine back there.
I do have you a little bit high on the arrival, so you can give me a good rate down.
Cool, let's do the post-cruise checks now. So altimeter's still on the 3013. Lights can come off. There we go. Seatbelts. Well, there's meant to be 8 passengers on board, so we'll put the no smoking off as well. There we are. Checks complete. Oh no, wait. What river is this, ladies and gentlemen? Please educate me. I'm having a look here on the VFR map. Look at this fantastic evening. It's the Mississippi. Ah, I didn't know. And there's Memphis. Just took off 36 enter. It's the Mississippi. What a fantastic day to go flying. TB, the man hiding in the cargo bay, just lit up a cigar. Brilliant. They are. Look at this cost index. Cost index 50 is quick for the 300. We're literally. What is it?
701, you'll be climbing out of my airspace to the south. Memphis Center is closed. The radar service permitted. Frequency change approved today.
Frequency change approved thanks to the ATC. Alpaca 701. Bye bye.
Bye.
Right, we'll go straight up to our cruise level then. I think if I pull this, we can get push it in 1,000 increments. So we'll go straight up to 350, and we're cleared to a flight level. So I'm going to set standard now. Okay, and fly live is still working. Resume connect. Wonderful. 1013 set. After takeoff, pre-cruise checks complete. Mississippi, can you spell it? MISSISISISSIPI. Thanks, Rap.
To maintain 4,000 FedEx 9134.
Fantastic. Pierre Johnson, I got my PPL in this area. M01 Gen DeWitt, Spain, downtown Memphis. Very cool. So I pushed the, yeah, I remember now. Push the knob for standard. Pull the knob for standard. I knew that. Thank you. And we'll go over to Unicom. Why is the Logitech radio tuning panel always glitchy in the A300? There we are. Over to Unicom. That's louder. Bye, Mississippi. So loud, I couldn't hear Marley Johnson Spence, who's been a member for the channel for 2 years. Is that 2 years Alpaca Badges? 3 years? I can't tell, but thank you very much for your continued support for such an incredible amount of time. Hope you're doing well this evening. Thank you very much for tuning in. Wonderful. There we go. ETA should be up here. 2316 Zulu. This reckons... Where is that information here? I think it's on the flight plan page. Probably a quicker way of finding this out. 2325 by the time we've done the full arrival. So an hour and 50. Bit of a longer flight today. Brandon, yeah, what is the default avionics master switch? Yeah, it has been working for me. I thought it was F12, or page up or F down. Alt F12. I don't. Alt F4, no. Yeah, it was working on my test sector, that's all I'm going to say. Oh yeah, there's no ATC, I could give myself a direct. Well, no, we're pretty much about to turn left anyway. We can monitor the performance. So when you climb at a much faster speed as we are now, 325 knots indicators, a lot more parasitic drag, so your rate of climb's a lot slower. A lot slower. Yeah, light speed, well done. And for that, I'm not going to show the alarm at Flight Crew Induction course stream. Very flat round here, isn't it, Memphis? Tennessee. Oh, I could have turned by now. I'll do it. Direct, baby. Let's turn now. Insert. We're not on any air, are we? Oh no, that was a bit pointless. Why is it not turned? I wanted to go direct to Bebby. Eh? Why is it saying direct Bebby but it says Piep as the active waypoint? Am I too far zoomed out? Oh, I see. Ah, my bad. First waypoint after Piep. Let's go direct to Montgomery. There we go. 237 miles. Control arrow. 2 tons planning fail on my part. Was trying to be within 10 minutes of you at Waypoint Rancho. I'm an hour ahead of you on my way to Palm Beach. Oh, you'll just have to hold. Astro, hi boss, weather warning. Flew the Felix today. It has conditional failures and my engine 3 failed on takeoff. What did you do? How did you get it to blow up? Yeah, I heard about this. What's the wind doing? Ooh, nice little tailwind today. Pouring water, what's the difference between an A300 and an A310? A310 is a bit shorter, but greater range. Charter for Wiltshire, where did cost index 50 come from? Would a lower index climb more efficiently and actually save time by getting into thinner air quicker? Well, there's a lot that goes into cost index calculations, but yes, a higher cost index will always get you to fly faster because it just wants to get there quick as possible. So cost index 50, I think, is like the equivalent of 100 in the 737. Basically, you climb and descend just below VMO. Any cost index sort of above 100 in the 73 is you know, Mach decimal 80 in the cruise and 330 knots in the climb and descent. It's not very efficient at all from a fuel burn perspective, but it will get you there as quickly as possible. I just chose 50, I think, but I forgot it's fast in the A300. There we go. So hopefully, is the overlay still working? Yeah, it seems to be. You should see the blue arrow here start filling in now because we're only just sort of on the way in that direction. We'll keep an eye on it, but if it freezes, just let me know in chat. Giggy, watching during standby. Hope you don't get called. Thanks for popping in. Astro G, not sure what caused it, but the auto throttle and my hardware throttle interfered and the thrust was all over the place, so I suspect that's related. Ah, yes. Yeah, I remember in the FlyJ sim with the JT8Ds, you could easily search those engines by adding thrust too rapidly. The progress bar has gone. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? We're not a B Memphis anymore. Is there a tiny bit there? Look, you can see it's just started filling in now. There it is. Look, it's still alive because you can see the altitude's increasing, so I know it's not crashed. This one have a drop-down tray. No, there's a control column in the way, Steve. Steve, just remind me of your gear fix. You put the gear up, then down again, and that will cycle the gear down, correct? Yes, because it's currently down when it's up. I remember that's what you said. Tom Pascoe, you're doing well. Captain keeps using the 300 as a way to ease into the 320 family, which she truly desires. Nope. Nope, you got that wrong. Confused with someone else. Excellent. We'll do some fuel and time checks en route. Remember, this is slightly longer on the routing. And yeah, there's this event in Florida starts in 20 minutes. By the time we get there, we should have some ATC. But so far, so good. The sim is running. Right, word of warning, if you use Discord, don't open it whilst using Microsoft Flight Simulator if you have the game overlay on, because that crashes the sim as well. I haven't flown the Phoenix in a very long time. They've got their big update coming soon, haven't they, with the other engines. Simon, how good would the FlyJ sim be in this sim? It would be very cool, Simon. But they are developing. Now, I have spoken to the devs. They are in the process of updating the 7.2 and 737-200 for X-Plane 12. So we'll definitely fly it as soon as it's available. Up then down to raise the gear, then up and down to lower it. Thanks, Steve. That's a good workaround, because I know if you leave it up, it sort of spams it. It's a good workaround. And just move the gear to off if it has the off position. High speed, I'm going to go make a cup of tea. Does it work in this plane? Well, cargo planes, you usually have an oven for the crew. I think I've left the door open. No, I haven't. Oh, I just smashed it into my own face. Oh no, there's no galley here. It's a very clean A300. There we are. Look, there's all our 30 tons of Elvis Presley, shaky heads and whiskey. Yeah, Alpaca cargo doors closed. It's a very nice cargo hold. Did the door buttons work? They did on the X-Plane version. Yeah, I think they do. That's really cool. So you can operate the cargo door there. It's a huge jet. Roomy cockpit as well. I know one thing they've missed here. Right. Who remembers in the X-Plane version, it was so good when you shut the door because it would slam really loudly, and I loved it. I've got to show you this. It was so cool. I loved it. Let me find one of my old streams. I think it was in the Beluga. It was so satisfying. It would like, you'd shut it and just go like bang. Oh, I found the stream. Let me just see if I can. Oh gosh, yeah, this is the Beluga. It's amazing how you remember just random things. So there we are. That's the. Looks so different. Can you hear my voice in the stream? I'm trying to find the bit where I shut the door. It would just go bang. Oh, I can't find it. It kind of looks so different in X-Plane 12. Well, it does look different and the same in many ways as well. Sorry. If you want to have a look at my. Well, if you look in the video description, you'll see the playlist for all my. iniBuilds aircraft. I can't find the bit where I specifically slammed the door. Those bobbleheads will be going like crazy on landing. That was the word I was looking for, bobbleheads. Fantastic. So geographically, where are we going then? Tennessee. Where's the world map? Does it? Oh, it doesn't show states on this, does it? Oh, US watchers. Educate me. No. Where? Tuscaloosa? What's this place
50,
called? Don't
40,
know. South
30,
of Hoover.
20, 10.
And then Montgomery is the name of the place. Jonathan, thank you very much for £2, sir. Very kind of you.
Jack will help with the gear at the crucial time. Smiley face.
Okay, Jack, jump up, and he'll just knock the gear down with his paw. Imagine if he did that on this video. I think he'd probably just jump onto the control column when you go into an uncontrollable dive. Cheers, buddy, thank you. Hi, Craig. Captain Good News. Colomards have said on the forum that they're updating and fixing the issues with Concorde. Excellent. As soon as that's ready, we'll take it again, because it does not work in X-Plane 12 right now. You should add the door slam to your soundboard, yes. Sure, you're somewhere around the Tennessee-Alabama border. Alabama. And then the west coast of Florida. They've got a satellite map. Oh no, they've actually got FAA sectional. This is very cool. So good that the US have these charts available for free, where in the UK you have to pay for them. Columbus Air Force Base, not been there for sure. It's very, very good. I mean, it's a must if you want to take your simming seriously. And I'm in no way affiliated with Navigraph, but it is such an awesome utility. Taxi charts are the best. I really like those. Stefan, your route will take you over Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and finally Florida. Very good. Bounce, I did, yeah, sorry, Bounce is the one of the chaps that made this livery. Well, he is the chap who made this livery. G-Face uploaded it to the website. Thank you very much for using it, for making it. J-Dog, it's been a pretty crazy week with the aviation with Gel and the Max making headline news, I know. Hasn't there, I mean, it's only speculation still at this stage, isn't it? But did someone state that the Dash 8 pilot in Japan, they entered the runway without clearance or something? Did they say that? I can't remember exactly what was said, but I was reading it. And yeah, then the Max 9 plug door falling out. That was just, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Someone's gonna be responsible for that. But I was looking at pictures of that, and there seems to be like 9 or 10 bolts sort of hold it in place. The fact it just sort of came off like that is crazy. Anyway, here we are at 350 and the cruise. We'll do a fuel and time check when we get to Montgomery. Good wind here. Oh, no longer a full tailwind though. We've got 140 knot crosswind. And you can see here the weather radar, although it's, I don't think, functioning, you'd put the tilt sort of -1 in the cruise, about there. -1.5, that's fine. Until you pick a bit of ground clutter. But there's no accurate weather radar in this. Yeah, so they were not cleared to enter the runway. Yeah, that's the initial what I've heard there. But questions need to be asked with the A350 crew. You know, why didn't they see the aircraft, or were they thinking he was actually on the taxiway? At night, it's not as easy to see things, but you know, I've done a lot of night landings, and you can quite clearly see lights on an aircraft. Yeah, I've seen the CCTV footage. It looks like the strobes are on the Dash 8. Only they know. Flying Walnut, thank you very much for the 10 months as a member, madam. Sister, brother-in-law and I were given a walk and alpaca experience at Christmas. In anticipation, we have already named them Dieurge. What's that word? I got Margot and Bob, but I don't know how to say Dieurge. Dieurge. Amazing, Flying Walnut. Well, enjoy your walks with the alpacas, and 2 of them I can name, the other I can't. But thank you very much indeed for your continued support as a member. Very kind of you. Lightspeed, what's the stream? So on any of the iniBuilds streams, or on an X-Plane, the door used to always slam very hard there, very, very hard. And it was most amusing. There are 3 pilots on the 350. Yeah, something was amiss on that flight deck, that's for sure. Listen, TCAS doesn't work on runways, right? They're inhibited below a certain height. Now, for the 737, your RAs, I'll try and get this right, below 1,000 feet, all RAs are inhibited, and it goes into sort of a TA only mode. So if there's any traffic, it'll say TA only, but yeah, it's not enough to be able to define if it's on a runway or a taxiway. You can't really use it to pinpoint the position of the aircraft. And then when you get below 1,500 feet, the descent RAs become more inhibited. 1,500 feet, there's no increased descent and 1100 or 1000 there's no descent RAs. Below 1000 all RAs, and then 500 all voice enunciations are inhibited. You just get the TA only. James MP, I'm not going to dignify that an answer. Johan Jacobs, will it not better if there's no centre lights on the runway? Like in Vegas, who has only edge lights, aircraft will be much more visible. Yeah, that's not really going to sort of help with the sort of spotting an aircraft there. And also, if there's no centerline lights, that increases the RVR required and low visibility. Yeah, and Qatar, there's already 2 Blancalerio videos about the Haneda incident and one about the Max 9 plug type door. I've not seen his video on the Max 9 door. I've seen some pictures of the... So it's only the Max 9. So our Maxes, we have the emergency exit there. The door is located, which I think is why all of the Maxes with the door have not been grounded. It's all the aircraft, the Max 9s, that have the plug door, or I don't know if that's not an option by operators. Anyone that's got the plug has been grounded by the FAA. So I don't know if there's any operators outside the US that has the plug style door. But yeah, I think they all have to be inspected. Yaroslav, there's already been an incident in America where a plane had almost landed on 3 other aircraft that were on a taxiway, so definitely was possible as they didn't see the dash. Yeah, that was the Air Canada. Wasn't it the Air Canada? They got within about 50 feet on the go and they lined up with the taxiway. Yeah, were they doing a visual approach or something? Hi Bartek, hope you're doing well. He says, hello everybody, happy new year. No cooking today during the stream. I vaguely remember this, Bartek. Vaguely remember this. You were making something, weren't you? Martin, I have a feeling Flight Deck Sim can't see what I type. Martin, what did you say? I have words coming in thick and fast. Let's have a look here. I'm scrolling up, Martin. The Blancalerio channel has a good video on what we know so far on the Dash 8 and A350. Yes! And where else did you say anything? I can't see anything else. I do my best. I do my best to try and read everything. But sometimes some do slip through. Stephen, how old was the plane? Yeah, it was brand new, wasn't it? 10 weeks, 2 months. It's an installation issue. Yeah, it certainly wasn't wear and tear, unless it was fitted poorly. Eddie Mambo, thanks, 21 months as a member. Appreciate it, buddy. Hey, Captain, got to turn in. 1 AM here in MBA. Where's that, Eddie? Enjoy the rest of the stream. Absolutely love the content. PS3 more months to my Alpaca badge. Awesome, buddy. Thank you very much. Almost 2 years, yes. As a member, you'll get your 2 stars Alpaca badge. Thank you very much, sir. Martin also suggested you try Auto-Ortho again. It seems stable now. Problem is, Martin, Auto-Ortho... Sometimes you get to an airport and the runway, the ortho, completely screws up with the airport scenery. So I don't know if there's a way around it. So whenever I've used it, I often have to flatten the runway by adjusting the airport DAT file, because it can be a bit funny. Sometimes it's perfect, other times it's not. So honestly, I don't mind downloading them manually. It literally takes me 2 minutes to choose the tiles, download, copy and paste the shortcut, done. And then I can get rid of them. Sometimes I don't like change. Yankee Fox, if the A350 was doing an auto land for some reason, would the crew be more heads down maybe? Now, that's a good point. Now, from a sort of actually following the procedure accurately, yes. Because, and this is again hearsay, because at my operator we have a very specific role when we're doing an auto land. So the captain becomes pilot monitoring, the pilot flying becomes... the first officer becomes pilot flying, and he is heads down the entire instrument approach. Now, you might be saying that's really silly, but the reason is, especially in IMC, you've got to be looking for faults and things. So things like localizer deviations, glide slope deviations, flare not arm, the radio altimeter. And if you're not looking at these indications and any of them fail, especially close to the ground, you have to call go around, and that's why the first officer's heads down. The captain, who's PM, is looking outside for the approach lights, so at minimums he can call continue. Now, if they were practicing an auto land, there's nothing stopping you from doing a practice auto land at any time. And my operator, you can do a practice auto land even onto an unprotected runway. But there was a, let me get this right, a years ago a 777 that did a practice auto land, and they had a runway excursion because the runway wasn't protected, and they went off the side. I think it was Singapore Airlines. Vaguely remember, it was a long time ago. But if you type in, you can see that it had a massive excursion because of it. Yeah, Yaroslav, pretty sure it was Air Canada. As far as I remember, one runway had lights out of order, and basically confirmation bias made them think that that was the runway. It was a line of aircraft. Yep, easy to do, especially when you're tired. James, say you need more fuel due to a SID change or something like that, but the fuel truck's already disconnected or you're taxiing. How do you go about doing that? Do you call your company or dispatch? Just go back to stand, James MP, and I've nearly had to do this once. We had a SID change last minute, put it in the FMC, and it used an extra 300 kilos of fuel. We took standard block fuel, but we were still above the minimum block fuel just by about 100 kilos. It was legal. We're at number 1 for departure. So if you go below your minimum airborne fuel, so minimum block fuel is a dispatch, off pushbacks, and then you can take your block fuel minus taxi fuel, but you must have that at least to get airborne. We had 100 kilos extra. So yeah, if you don't have enough legally, you've got to go back onto stand. You just simply call the tower, say really sorry, I have to return to stand due to refuel, and that's it. Core Tube, what sort of SOP application and procedures do you use when flying non-737 aircraft in the sim? Excellent question, Core Tube. So I usually have the manual open for the respective aircraft. So here, let me see if I can open it. Oh, this is not working. There we go. So there we are. That's what I'm following in the background. I'll follow the manual from the developer. So the iniBuilds A300 manual is actually gone quite simplified for Microsoft Flight Simulator. For the one in Explain, it had an expanded version, so it actually explained the steps in more detail, but they've gone a bit simplified with this one. So I'm just following this in the background, and if I gain familiarity, for example, like the Fearless 747 doesn't have any manual, you just sort of get used to using it. So I just followed it, followed a few videos online, and I just do the Fearless 747 sort of by heart as well. Oh, thank you again, Tour 4x4, a very generous gesture. That's 5 gifted members. Welcome on board, Steph, Lightspeed, Giggy Raddy, Johan Jacobs, Zach Renfrey. You'll get a month's membership on behalf of Tour and 4x4. I hope you enjoy your time as a member. Just in time for our group flight next month. Oh, sorry, next week. 49th, if you want to take part in that as well. So that's very generous. Tour and 4x4, you've donated so many gifted members. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, buddy.
Minimums, approaching minimums.
Lots of love in chat from the gifted members as well. What else did we see here? Liam, door closing. Oh, you found the video of the door closing? Oh, it was on the Turkey-Syria earthquake appeal. Really? That's the one in Microsoft Flight Simulator, though. Did that door slam? No, it was. I thought it was. I didn't know that one. Excellent. I'll have to clip it. Yeah, M3 Tally. Did we talk about the Japan Airlines crash 737 MAX door plug yet? Yeah, we just sort of loosely discussed it. Sort of, what could have been the root cause of the JAL aircraft as well. And yeah, the plug type door. I mean, the MAX. The reputation, obviously, with the 2 crashes, it just can't afford things like this happening. But the FAA, it said it's the most scrutinised aircraft in history, and let's just hope that this was an error from someone that should have never happened, but it isn't actually a thing. And one of Mike, who's a friend of mine, who's a 787 first officer, mentioned in Discord, the BAC 111, the British Airways one, where the window blew out and the captain was hanging out of the window and being held on by his ankles. That was because of the incorrect bolts being used. So it could have been something as simple as that, which should never have happened. But let's just see what the investigation finds. It'll be interesting to see. Somewhere around where that aircraft took off, there's a bit of fuselage with a window in it. And they'll have to find that for sure. Oh, Kanopki, V1 didn't delete your comment. YouTube didn't post it because there was an @ sign in it. Yeah, I think, to be fair to V1, it does ban it. I suppose that's not allowed. V1 said he didn't receive the comment. Ah. Banter galore. I didn't. Yeah, I think when I posted it, if I refreshed it, it probably disappeared. It's probably in his what you would call it. You can on comments. You can go into your settings and you can have sort of words or comments that have been put into sort of like a bin because it has rude words or something that you don't want them to say. Yeah, absolutely, Stefan Hayner. Someone's going to be culpable for that. Really, Jonathan, FAA have appealed for public help finding the door. I mean, yeah, that's going to be roughly, well, you know, it's going to be like a needle in a haystack. What was the geography like below where it blew out? Tim today explains and tried to go like it. Yeah, that's Blaze, thank you. Filter comment section, that was what I was looking for there. Anyway, approaching Montgomery and the airport. I'll just turn the external engine sound down, otherwise I'll deafen you all. Turn it down a bit more. Yeah, sim's running smoothly. Nice, great FPS here. Fly Live is saying 5560. This is high end, all the settings here. Again, thanks to all the members that sort of helped me address a lot of the issues I was experiencing in Microsoft Flight Simulator. One thing I'd never done since I had this PC, which I suppose you're meant to do more often than not, and I'd never done it, was clear your shader cache in NVIDIA, so I did that. I've ran the Windows diagnostics on all the memory, I've done power checks and stress tests, and it all came A-OK, GPU health is good, there was not a single thing that sort of came up or flagged as going wrong, so yeah, it's a strange one. Well, does your operator have the MAX 9? No. Domino Mosina, I wonder if Boeing will stop offering the door plug. I doubt it, they'll find a fix. 50 feet deep in a lake apparently, so should be findable by scuba divers. How big's the lake? The A300 should be an honorary Boeing, said Kiki Rady. Brilliant. Yeah, Steve, I would hate to be the guy who signed off that plug fitting. Absolutely. So we have the door, and it's an emergency exit door. So you know it only opens in an emergency, and it sort of just it's sealed in and opens outwards. Yeah, your on-post turned off virtualization in BIOS. Yeah, that's sort of, I don't like doing too many things off the cuff. I know there's this RTX mod thing as well. I don't know. I want to keep it within the settings of the aircraft as much as possible. But it's running well for now. Fingers crossed. I think this is frozen now, though. I think this is now frozen. Seeing how the altitude's rock solid, there's always constant little oscillations by a few feet. So yeah, I spoke to V1. My Fly Live overlay. Now I was using FSUI PC to control this, which worked flawlessly, but FSUI PC has been linked to a lot of crashes in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So Fly Live gives you the option. I'll just show you here if I share my screen. Oops. How do I? No, not that one. Display capture. There we go. So this is Fly Live. The settings, it always crashes. I can tell it's crashed because, oh, has it crashed? No, VS is working. But this has crashed, this has crashed, this has crashed. The frame rate works. The coordinates are no longer updating. And this has as well, so your distance to go stops changing. And I'm using SimConnect. Now previously I was using FSUI PC. I use XPUI PC, so I need to switch that over when I'm using X-Plane. But in SimConnect it just crashes for me. It works. So if I shut it off, so I turn it off, you'll see all this change is not applicable. Reopen it and it'll work for about 20 minutes and then just crash. So I don't know if there's a way of checking SimConnect or updating SimConnect. So as soon as I update it again, KMEM to KPBI, let's just do our fuel check over Montgomery as well. So I press OK, there we are. That's now all live and working. And you see, look how much further the blue arrow's moved along. Anyway, no. Look at this strong wind here. So we're actually turning, believe it or not, to go inbound to Ricori, but because of that wind, our track and heading is completely different. Let's do a fuel and time check at Montgomery. It's a VOR as well. Oops, a bit too far. Montgomery. So we should have been here for 33 minutes. We got 37. Probably that different SID we took. We should have 8.7 tons. We took an extra 2.5. So 9, 10, 7, 11, 2, 11, 3 on board. Got 11, 8. So saved a bit of fuel. And Montgomery 5 tons burnt. We've burnt 4.4. So we saved 600 kilos of fuel, which is quite nice. I think it's a little bit. I don't know. This is the iniBuilds A300 profile, so I think it's a little bit burns a little bit less fuel than what the flight plan says, which is a good thing. Oh, all the gear, no idea. Imagine just chilling in your boat, pretending to fish, beer in hand, and nearby a Boeing window slams in the lake at terminal velocity. Ouch. Core Tube, great question. What do you think is a good answer when HR asks you, can you deviate from SOPs? And if yes, give me a scenario which you'll deviate from them. Fantastic question. You could deviate from SOPs at any time you think that the safety of the aircraft's in jeopardy. Can I think of an example? Let me think. So, disconnecting the autopilot to avoid a near mid-air collision. TCAS RA, well that's in SOPs. It's very hard. You've got to have a very good reason, but you know, I'll find the exact quote in our ops manual. Yeah, absolutely. If you have to for the safety of the aircraft, you can do, but you've got to have a really legitimate reason, aka something was going to happen. Let me find the actual quote from our manual. That's a very common question asked during sort of interviews and things like that. There we are. So this is actually from ICAO in the ICAO annex. Catch NMPA. So this is EU regulations, and it says in EU regulations, the commander to whom the flight has been delegated shall, in an emergency situation that requires immediate decision and action, take any action he or she considers necessary under the circumstances in accordance with Annex 4 Regulation EU. In such case, he or she may deviate from rules, operation procedures and SOPs in the interest of safety. So, yes, you can, if you think and deem that it is the safest course of action to deviate from SOPs.
50,
Stefan,
40,
thank you very much, very generous
30,
of you, sir. $5
20,
coming in, thank you.
10.
Lovely. Brilliant.
My fuzzy co-pilot says meow. I think he's enjoying the stream too long.
You've got a cat with you who's enjoying the stream quite a lot there. Brilliant. See, Christ almighty, that was a bit excessive. I quickly found a cat meow on my soundboard. Thank you very much for the $5, Stefan. Was that the sound that your cat was making? I hope not. That's probably if you trod on its tail, but glad you're both enjoying the stream. Thank you very much for your generous donation. Very kind indeed. Zach, quick question. If it's below 0 degrees and there's no snow but it's freezing, do you still de-ice? No, you don't need to, Zach. It's very much dependent on the contamination. That's what we call active frost conditions. So if it's even minus 10, let's say it's minus 10, but there's low humidity and the aircraft is clean, there's no requirement to de-ice, there's no requirement even to do the freezing conditions checklist because there's no standing water visible. It depends on the state of the taxiway, but yeah, it's unlikely, especially when the temperature gets low, the humidity increases. So yeah, you can do if you need to. Good question. Richard Daniels, did you see there was an ATR on a flight from Dublin to Belfast today that was in hold for 2 hours? Wow, how much fuel did they take? Due to fog before diverting to Belfast. Any idea why they didn't divert sooner? Absolutely no idea, Richard. I wasn't on the aircraft. But if there is a potential chance of getting into your destination and you have sufficient fuel to hold, then, and you've taken that fuel for that reason, then why not use it to wait for an improvement? If it's clear an improvement is unlikely, then you might need to divert sooner. But there could be 101 different answers as to why they decided to hold for a long time. But you know, if the weather's forecast at destination to be poor, but there is a chance for improvement, then yeah, you could sit to wait it out. You don't sit to wait it out until you've used all of your holding fuel. But yeah, it's a good question. But I should think that maybe they're expecting an improvement. Stephanie's his ears perked up when you played that sound. Brilliant. Yeah, exactly as Jonathan said. Joe, sorry, I've upset a lot of cats, it would seem. Ah, brilliant. Aaron, what is the sound from the wings when the pushback is happening, or just after landing? Like a whiny stuck door sound. That's probably, Aaron, the flaps extending. So there's a lot of torque tubes and bars and things rotating in the wheel well, which if you're located in the middle section of the aircraft in an Airbus or a 737, you can hear whirring and spinning around, and the pumps as well. Welcome. Northwood Central Dave Heil, in response to an example of deviating from SOPs, wouldn't a good example be Captain Sully ditching in the Hudson River? That's a great example. Thanks for scrubbing there, Vic. Most likely impressed by the soundboard. Sometimes makes an appearance in flight sim live streams. MCrit 737, how was your flight school experience? I guess you finished a while ago. Was it already popular to use question banks back then? It wasn't. I think question banks really came on after my flight training. There were question banks available, but the questions that you saw weren't often used in the exam, and if they did, they changed all the figures around. Yeah, my experience was good. I did my CPL and IR at Oxford Aviation Academy, now bought by CAE, and that was back in 2010, 2011. No, sorry, I started right at the end of 2010, finished in 2012, and yeah, it was a good experience. No, God, getting all my dates muddled up. I finished flight training in 2011, and I started my type rating the end of 2011. That's 13 years. No, 13 years ago now. Crikey, it'd be 13 years in November. And yeah, it was a good school. Most of us on my course got jobs within a year, and I don't know what it's like now. I've no clue, but yeah, long time ago now. 13 years. I started the oh, hold on. When's the channel's birthday? Can't be far away. I've just realised something. Look, let me share my screen. Where do I share Chrome? Ah, look at the age of my channel. It's coming up to its birthday. Can you see that? It's right in the middle of the screen. Look at that. 10th of January 2017. It's going to be 7 years old in 3 days' time. I better do a stream. No, 10th I'm going to be busy. No, I can't stream on the 10th. Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to be busy. Ah, that's a shame. I could have streamed on my 7th anniversary. But yeah, that's how old the channel is. Nearly 15 million views. Crazy. Crazy, crazy times. Where's the time gone, guys? Where has the time gone? You're from Wiltshire. Did I teach you about landing gear? Where's the ban timeout button? Brilliant. Almost halfway, guys. Cruising along nicely. Thank you very much for coming in this Sunday evening, wherever you are. It does tick along quite nicely, the A300. To see how the landing goes. Great FPS here. It should be nice and smooth for you guys as well. Here's drone cam. Sun is setting as well.
Minimums, approaching minimums.
Beautiful. 49 months as a member. Thank you so much.
40,
over 4 years there. Well, I'll just let Hayden's comment ring before I read your comment there, Robson, as well. Thank you. Cheers, Hayden.
Always a pleasure. A nice relaxing stream. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Hayden. Hope you're doing well, buddy, and Happy New Year to you. I've not spoken to you yet. Thank you indeed, Robson, as well. 49 months as a member, over 4 years. 49 months as a member, and it's our 49th members group flight. You joined when we did our first group flight. That's crazy. Thank you very much for your support for the entire period of time. How many stars on your Alpaca badge? 4 stars. Not many with that long term membership, Robson. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Lightspeed's been crawling through my old streams and has found the one where the door slammed. Brilliant. You can timestamp it if you like. Oh, Kanopki, 10th of January is my birthday. There you go. You know, every time it's your birthday, it's the it's also Flight Deck to Sims YouTube channel's birthday. Brilliant. Actually, I really enjoyed the landings in the A300 after they tweaked the ground effect to 1.0.2. I have a confession, I've not had a chance to actually get to a landing yet. The Sim's crashed, or I got close to it the other day. The Sim was fine, but the iniBuilds, I changed the alternate route or the alternate airport, and I had this WASM crash, and I lost all control, just like I did once in Explain. Oh, Lightspeed, yeah, you got a gifted membership from... oh, gosh, man. Oh, I'm so bad with names. I'll find it up here. From a Touring 4x4. Very generous of him. Get your mouse ready, Captain. Well remembered, plainly. Core Tube, are there any major differences from the full flight sim and the real 737 apart from G-forces? They are really good. So you go from flying the level D, you do your LST or license skills tests, you do your preliminary circuit training in the sim as well, and then you go in the real plane and you are ready to fly the real plane. Yes, the sensations and feeling of acceleration and G-loading is very limited in a level D, but it gives you a basic sensation that you'd feel. They are phenomenal bits of kit. We're getting a brand new one being installed at one of our training centres now, the one I'm at, and I cannot wait because it's Max. And you know, I'll get some pictures out there for you so you can see inside it. Tim Waters, 59 months as a member, so an extra almost 5 years. 1 month from 5 years membership. You'll be the first Tim to have 5 stars. Hope you're feeling well as well, buddy. We've not spoken for a while. A miraculous recovery you've had as well. My goodness, let's hope for a good 2024 for you. 7 years, well done. You and I have body parts younger than that. My goodness me, Tim. Thank you very much for your continued support. Breadmaster, get really bad stutters flying the thing at night. Curious if you'll get the same when the sun goes down in the next hour or so. Okay, let's see what happens. I think it's fair to say that SU-14, certainly the last 2 or 3 weeks, some people have had few issues, but Microsoft Flight Sim for years was flawless. Sim updates would come, there'd be a few things that didn't work, but stability sim-wise, the sim was very solid. I've looked at some of the streamers out of curiosity, and they don't seem to be having issues, but looking at forum posts, looking in Discords, a lot of people be reporting more issues than, let's say, they had in the past, and I have been one of them then. Thanks for subscribing there, Mehmet Belek. Hope you're doing well. Emily says, what training would a 737NG pilot go through to the 737 MAX 8? Just a 2-hour sim session. They are very, very similar, slightly different power settings, a little bit less than the NG with the leaps, but it flies and has been designed to fly just like the NG. Matt Shirley, does a level D require regular mechanical maintenance to ensure it performs as the engineers intended? Absolutely. Requires, well, 24/7 engineering coverage. They have downtime at night to have any work, and they do break as well. They are complex machines, where banks of computers, hydraulic actuators and motors, the actual sim itself, projectors, and the cockpit's obviously identical to the real aircraft, so components and parts need to be changed. Eros, have you ever gone to those places where they test how you react with hypoxia? No, but I'm genuinely curious to try that out. getting a little bit cloudier now as we travel southeast. Let's see where we are. Yeah, fly lie's frozen again. So it's it's consistently every 10 minutes, it sort of just freezes. Coming up to Ballsy. Let's have a look at what the weather's doing around here. Let's have a look at this airport. It's not bad, just broken and overcast clouds. Wonder if we'll ever stream into that airport. Have a look at our destination. The event started 20 minutes ago here. So we can get the ATIS. Yeah, so we've got VATSIM and REAL. So runway 28 right in use, which we're planning for. Landing and departing 28 right. Hazardous weather info available from ATC. Bird activity. Birds, birds, birds. Yeah, it looks okay. Change section of scattered clouds. Forecast is bit of stronger winds, but no thunderstorms or anything like that. Cool. How do I turn the procedures off? I always do this and I forget how to turn it off. There we are. Cool. Right then, let's just see where top of descent is. Might just have a quick break, guys. Been streaming for nearly a couple of hours. Top of descent's at 49, so 29 minutes away. Yes, I'll just take this opportunity to have a quick 5-minute break. Just make sure there's no ATC coming up. Just having a load or loading up the VAT traffic app. Where am I? Can't find where I am. Oh, there's meant to be ATC here apparently. Jacksonville Centre's online, but they haven't pinged me. Nope. Maybe it's a lower sector. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick 5-minute break. I'll keep an eye on the stream anyway, just in case they contact me. And I'll be back at around 25 past, just nip to the toilet. Cheers, guys. Thanks for that, guys. Just had a little trip to the little boy's room. There we are. Still ticking along nicely. Top of descent 49, so just over 20 minutes. I bought up some treats as well for myself. Look, just the remnants of Christmas. Also, just to show you, my girlfriend's an art teacher. She'll be really embarrassed if I show you this, but look what she's been painting today. Can you see that? That's amazing, isn't it? That's Jack's eye. That's pencil, what is it? Pastel pencils. So she studied art at university, art teacher now. Amazing. Oh, I can't even do anything like that. Anyway, let me know, what am I having? Whisper, Dairy Milk, Crunchy, 12. You choose. Oh Christ. God blimey. Oh look, there's some full size 12s. No bounties, not a bounty in sight. God, if you have a spot swap one first, I'll have it. Well, yeah, we separated some time ago, very amicably, and we share Jack still. Fudge? No, Robson, not a fudge. No, I don't like fudge. Blaze, Whisper, you're a man after my own heart. Whisper it is. Fortunately, you can't watch me eat it. And on that note, what do I contact ATC first or stuff my mouth? I think I best contact ATC with my non-existent radio tuning centre 135. Please do not reply via private message 135925.
The one, you're on the frequency.
IMC at high altitude. Wonka, eat the whole tin. No, I will be sick.
105 and you flight level 230.
I do have a sweet tooth though.
240.
Sorry, who was it?
American 105.
I think I might just turn. Oh no, flight lines I reset didn't I?
Squawk 3225.
3225, American 105.
Jacksonville Centre, good evening, Alpaca 701, maintaining flight level 350, inbound Nikki.
Alpaca 701, Jacksonville Center, squawk 3052.
Squawk 3052, Alpaca 701. Perfect.
Flight Club 382, contact Miami Center 135.17, good flight. 3517, Flight Club 382, thank you. Flight Club 5050, are you turning toward Ogre?
It's a bit of IMC up here, but because it's very cold, you are very
definitely
unlikely.
not direct Ogre, are you making a turn?
I'm very unlikely to need engine NTIs.
Working on it. LNAV came off.
Okay, Flight Club 5050, turn right heading 210, direct Ogre when able.
Total air temperature.
Right 210, direct to Ogre.
Minus 20? No, I'm thinking static air temperature, you're going fast. Yeah, minus 48. I was having a bit of a mind blank there. Time for my whisper. He's going to put a whisper in my gob and he's going to start talking to me.
We're pretty far into you guys' airspace, not too sure of the contact.
Oh, well, no, don't worry at all. No problem at all, my friend. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Alpaca 701, your radar contact. 20 miles west of the Cross City VOR, maintain level 350.
Maintain 350, Alpaca 701.
Pilot Club 341, contact.
Perfect, let's do a setup.
135.17.
7517, Pelican 341. Jackson Center, Southwest 979, we're back.
Right then, so let me just get my iniBuilds checklist up and running.
Bravo, Bravo, 24, Bravo, 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 24 X-ray, start on know your call sign. Oh, Blackbird 24 X-ray, contact Miami Center 135.17.
Same amount to Nikki.
135.17, Blackbird 24 X-ray, bye-bye.
United 750, contact
we're coming in via Corey.
135.17.
That looks weird. I think, yeah, if you zoom out a certain distance,
50, turn in direct Ogre now.
You lose all the points. But it's going to go Nikki, Moley.
Roger.
Technical Center, FedEx 14.
So we're going in via Moley today. It's slightly different to what I had on my test sector, actually.
350.
So starting at Moley, that's the beginning of the arrival. Foreign route transition, refer to insert. So we're going in via Moley. There's holding there, which definitely don't anticipate the cruise.
Contact camper approach
Santa.
118.15.
Off the tempo
High
approach,
route
thank you for your
at
services. Have a good one.
280 knots, flight level 260. That's planned for. Fanti 250 to 240. That's in the FMC. Hooker below 220. Ranker at 280 at 190. Lucy's below 15,000. Shervy 13
I'm going to try to start picking up the rest of you
13
guys
to
here in the
10,000.
airspace. Now I got a minute here.
Voodoo
FedEx
Tarty.
1160,
Tarty
11,000.
11,000.
On the frequency.
Hillbit 9,000.
Yep, we're here.
So it's all in. Jan's
FedEx
8,000.
1464, squawk.
Becca 6,000.
7342.
And there's a level segment, so non-CDA here to KOTEB. And there we go. Tim T, I've just seen your comment there. I haven't yet. I'll let it ping up first. Steve M, absolutely. As soon as I popped it in my gob, that's when they contact us. So Solana have said all the points are in. We're expecting 28 right from Hillbit track 118 across Jans. And expect radar vectors to final after KOTEB. So it's all in, coded as needed.
Center American
Mega
105,
arrival that is. ILS 28 right then. Vectors afterwards. So the ILS frequency 119.
105. Yeah, sorry about that. Call and maintain level.
Course is
330.
279.
Alpha 330, you're fine. American 105.
Frequencies, courses, and minimum
All
is
right, the last aircraft,
218,
check your mic
200 feet
settings.
AGL.
Mic is muted. FedEx 1464, radar 10 tech, 0.4 miles. So
The textures on this is super crisp. Looks so good, this cockpit. I mean, all the premium add-ons do.
Maintain 35, cross Ogre.
Detail is phenomenal. Cheers, Tim. Thank you again.
10.
Check. Southwest 979, radio check. Sorry about that. Had some mic trouble.
Hello, Captain.
Hello.
Have you failed the autopilot on any distracted pilots in the sim recently?
I haven't.
Winking face.
Well, Tim, have I had you? I don't know. Yes, thank you very much. Now, this was something I told a stream recently. When I started line training 12 years ago, I flew one of my first ever sectors on the 737 with this very experienced captain, nice guy. And as PF, I was busy faffing around in my flight bag, I think, to get my sunglasses, because we just got out of top of cloud. It was my second ever sector I'd done. The autopilot kept disconnecting, and I thought it was something wrong with the plane. And I said, no, this aircraft does have a habit of the autopilot disconnecting. I was like, okay, so I started looking for my sunglasses, disconnected again, and it was a line training captain. He was disconnecting the autopilot every time I was heads down, not looking at the flight instruments, and it taught me don't do anything as pilot flying apart from monitor the instruments, even if the autopilot's engaged. So yeah, brilliant. I haven't had the opportunity to do it myself, but thank you very much for your donation. I will never forget it, as I haven't. Right, performance. I just want to put the MDA here as well, which is 218 feet. There we go. Freezes course minimums, no terrain issues, 2,600 all the way around. Vectors in from the south, left turn north towards Cupid, that's at 10 miles.
It was United, who was it?
United 1994.
United
Cupid,
1994.
Relty's at 4 miles. Remember, the DME reads never 0 in America. It's 0.4 at the threshold. After missed approach, just climb on 500 feet, right turn to 3,000. Outbound to the VOR 343 Palm Beach to Morga to hold. Morga to hold 3,000. There we go. Let's have a look at the landing then.
Southwest 979.
28 right. There is no landing performance calculator, is there?
1024 in the transponder radio.
No. So we'll land on 28 right.
Checking that right now. So 1024.
What's the runway length here? 3,000 meters, perfect. And the parking, this is the cargo ramp, it's tiny. So we'll request to park on the cargo ramp. This is the only sort of cargo ramp area. FedEx, look, 2 stands. Otherwise, oh no, there's East Remote ramp. So we'll request to park on the cargo ramp or East Remote ramp.
171, would say Mach number.
The south is all BizJet's GA.
0.74.
And then you've got the main terminal here, so yeah, we'll request that,
50,
see what they say.
Mach number.
There's also a ramp up here, NetJet's ramp, so
Mach number is currently
we'll go for one of those.
0.65.
Okay, I need you. You're in a 730, sir. I need you at 0.79 or greater, please. And as you transition, maintain 310
Cool.
knots.
I think we've covered everything prior to top of descent. That was a nice quick briefing. We're still 80 miles away. Frequency course is minimum set.
Below that, I need you 310 knots or greater.
All right.
You remember, Tim? Brilliant.
Flight Club 5050.
I should just wear your sunglasses at all times, just in case, even at night. Love that long cap. Here comes the sun setting, looking good in the sim.
Flight Club 171.
Flight Club, is that a call sign?
Guys. Flight Club 171. Just turn 20 degrees left. It'll be a brief vector, and then I'll have you direct over. 20 degrees left. Pilot Club 171. Delta 629. Contact Miami Center 135.17.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the lighting sorted in here. How do I get sort of the
1532,
dome?
contact Miami Center 135.17.
135.17.
Turn the noise up a bit.
American 105, just to maintain level 290.
No loudspeaker, no, that's fine. That'll do for now.
American 105.
Zach, you've let the cat out of the bag now. If anyone gets you and the autopilot goes off, they'll think it was you. Brilliant. I know Perfect 9. They love it in the US. Stephen, that's like we're training submarine captains to get the crew to all wear blindfolds and see how long it is before their trainee notices. Brilliant. Steve M, lighting is lovely in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 now. There's some truly beautiful sunset approaches lately. Yeah, it is all. It's always been very, very good. Oh, look at that.
Southwest 971 radar contact.
See, look, we're just on the west of Florida here.
Southeast of the Moody Takeoff, maintain level 350.
That looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Maintain 350, Southwest 979.
Southwest 2119, contact Jacksonville Center on 135.907.
Pilot Club is rebranding of Llama International after years of bad press. Brilliant. Guys, do you mind if we ditch Fly Live at the top here? Because I've reset it 4 or 5 times. It just in Sim Connect just crashes all the time. I don't know how to fix it. I spent hours trying to fix it before I went to FSU IPC, but I'm not using FSU IPC again.
Flight Club 171, turn right direct over.
Bye-bye.
American 105, contact Miami Center 135.17.
I'll keep you posted.
3517, American 105.
Oh, that's the one. The view from the stowaway in the one window. Oh, Tom has the same issue. Yeah, I think he uses Sim Connect as well. I look at the full-time streamers and they've got very fancy overlays and I don't know how they get them or make them, so I'll look into it. So I do like having it. Very jazzy music. Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, when you zoom, I've noticed when you zoom out quite far, look at the MCP and the screens start flickering quite a bit.
Got a 20.
Feels good. 9.2 tons, 3.8 divert to Miami.
5.907.
Yeah. Oh, I was meant to deselect that, wasn't I? Moley then.
Alpaca 701, contact Miami Center 135.17.
135.17, Alpaca 701, see it. Ooh, look at that lighting there. They're very, very good. Look at these textures, superb. Got a bit distracted there.
Yeah, Flight Club.
Flight Club, or Fight Club, who knows?
Right in front of me.
Yeah, he's well below. Miami Center, hope you're doing well. American 105 is with you, flight level 290.
Pilot Club 382, you got 14,000, right?
14,000.
We fly Phoenix V2 when it's released. Absolutely don't know.
Thank you. Pilot Club 341, descending.
I've not flown the Phoenix. Must be coming up to a year now.
190, Pilot 341.
That's well gone.
Okay, we're off course. We're getting back on course.
There's people off course everywhere. Miami Centre, hello, Alpaca 701, maintaining flight level 350 to Moley. Is that how it's pronounced? Welcome, Mark Turner. Thank you very much for joining again as a member. Hope you're doing well. Staying
Miami
safe.
Center, American
Happy
105.
New Year to you.
American 105, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hope you're doing well. American 105 is flight level 290.
American 105, Miami Center, below. Descend and maintain flight level 190.
It's a rapid speaker.
190, we'll do our best, American 105.
Pilot Club 382, descend and maintain
Another flight club.
120.
Pilot club.
2000, Pilot Club 382.
For flight 425, contact Fort Myers approach 125.
Fort Myers, that's the other airport that's, I could say.
Right, 425, thanks.
Yeah, Pilot Club 341, turn right heading 180, descend and maintain.
What done, Bill?
15,000.
LPC, OPC, LST, LOE. Other day, base training tomorrow. Good luck with all that, buddy. Well done. Miami Centre, hello, it's Alpaca 701, maintaining flight level 350, approaching Moley.
Okay, United 750, are you trying to call 35? Just checking in, is it 2646 at 25?
Miami Centre, it's Alpaca 701.
Alpaca 701, go ahead.
Alpaca 701, maintaining flight levels 350, inbound to Moley.
Alpaca 701, Miami Center.
Perfect.
Pilot Club 341, descend and maintain 11,000.
Block.
Giggy, will you stream the PMDG 777 when it comes out?
Pilot
Absolutely.
Club 382, descend and maintain 11,000, your best
Well,
rate
in
down.
Australia, they've removed most of VRs and NDBs over the past 6 or so years. In Europe, are the plans to scale back? I think they already are.
Miami, good evening.
Still a lot of them used.
91 Go straight
But yeah, they're being phased out.
1173, you're probably here. Spirit 1173, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb maintain 240, Spirit Wings 1173.
Number 2 X-ray.
Still got this really strong wind.
Approach
But the aircraft's navigated really well here, nice and smooth. I've turned off the curved lines because it's not realistic. Look at this. There's Florida coast off there.
Papa Lima Alpha Romeo, I didn't get it. Confirm 13,000.
Descend maintain 13,000, Lima Alpha Romeo.
Thank you. Pilot Club 5050, cross Tiny at 11,000 to Fort Myers, altimeters 3011.
Cross Tiny at 11,000.
So let's get descent in soon, just to make the first restriction.
Pilot Club 171, cross Tiny at 11,000.
First restriction is at Hurut 260. Do you think what's the restrictions based off here? So I'll request descent.
3011.
They usually give you descent very early in the US, I've found.
3011 by the level 7.
Miami November 9 approach Juliet,
Busy.
125, decimal 15, Pilot Club 382.
Pilot Club 341, clear direct to Tiny and cross Tiny at 11,000.
I just seem to get the
Tiny cross Tiny 11,000, Pilot 341.
fancy overlay. It's just PMGG fly live O's over it. Pretty much, yeah.
Planning to the
Yeah, I want to
south,
Stratocast.
probably. Actually, not to the landing south.
Feely 747 I know is, yeah, so we need so pistons, don't we really?
Delta 1532, descend now to flight level 270.
There's our vertical deviation to descend.
Arrival landing south, altimeter 3010.
Descend to flight level 270 via the Price E3 arrival.
Try and get him for descent here.
Altimeter 3010, Delta 1532. Delta 212 at Miami Medvac 910.
Oh, there's a lot of people here trying to talk.
Guys, okay, hang on. No one check on for a minute. Everyone just stand by.
Okay. Well, if we miss the restriction, it's not our fault. But there goes our vertical deviation. Whee!
Correct, 27 now, and then Price E3 arrival, Delta 1532.
Pilot Club 341, contact Fort Myers 125.15.
2515, Pilot Club 341.
Allegiant 5788, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Oh, 214, thank you. Again, another generous donation. I'll let that ping up. Oh, you made a typo. Oh, and I'm sorry if I missed it as well.
Contact Palm Beach on 124.6.
124.6, thank you, sir.
Delta 1248, contact Palm Beach approach 124.6.
So yeah, Horrot, this way, we've got to be 260 below, we're going to miss that restriction now. So we're going to have to descend in level change just to get descent as quickly as possible.
Southwest 2646, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Fantastic.
Down to 190, Southwest 2646.
United 750, descend and maintain flight level 310.
Let's see a more drag in the near future.
United 750, descend and maintain flight level 310. United 750. Okay, November 901 Golf Juliet, climb and maintain 17,000.
He said don't smell anyone checking in here.
40, 30.
Thank you very much, Tour 4x4 again.
10.
Roger, climb maintain
I'll do my best to answer this question when I can.
We'll fly direct to...
Your thoughts on cadet programs in airlines asked before, but I believed it disappeared in the sea of questions.
Thank you very much for another generous donation. Tour 4x4, very kind of you. I think they're really good. And I'm glad some airlines are doing, like BA and 2E, sponsored training programs. One of our moderators and members has been accepted on the BA program. I'll ask him if he's happy for me to mention his name. But amazing news for him. But yeah, they are good. The Alpaca 701 request descent.
Alpaca 701, descend and maintain flight level 250.
So maintain flight level 250, Alpaca 701. It's going to go straight to level change.
Maintain flight level 350.
Because if you look here, is it under the progress page? Or one of these pages it shows you your vertical deviation? Yeah, 6,000 feet high. 6,000 feet high. Double descent chats, so level change, remember, commands an idle thrust descent. I'll change this over to indicated. Actually, no, we'll maintain Mach 80 in the descent initially. See what we can do. Well, we're definitely going to miss the Horrot restriction. It's impossible because we're held high.
Delta 1250.
And on transition, maximum 280, so I'll convert to 280 knots now.
35.97 feet.
FedEx 1316 descends via the Coastal One arrival, landing East Miami.
Thank you very much, R. Kelly, for your $5 donation, buddy.
50.
You heard me.
30. 20. 10.
Pilot Stop 171, contact Fort Myers, approach 125.15.
I thought that was you on the radio. It's a zoo over here, dude.
Oh dear.
Imagine if this was London Control.
Brilliant. I love the off. Oh dear, bit of a problem with ATC has there been? Why did I sound like Yoda? Oh dear, it sounds okay. Sounds okay to me. But maybe on the previous frequency there's a bit of chaos. But thank you very much for your donation, R. Kelly. Hope you're doing well. And enjoy the rest of your flight. So we're going to use a bit of speed brake now.
Cross Tiny at 1000.
Because we just want to get to our next restriction, which at Farnty. Farnty, look, we're going to be at 250 to 240. And 250 is our cleared level. And he said descend.
701, descend and maintain flight level 200.
So maintain flight level 200, Alpaca 701. So 200 checked. We're going to catch up with that profile, so with the speed brake out, the aircraft's going to descend quite quickly. Oof. Thanks, R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly. Yeah. Look at the sunset, though.
With me where? At what altitude?
10,000 feet.
Fantastic. That looks great.
United 9271 Miami Center below climb and maintain flight level.
So that's a good rate of descent, 4.5 with speed brake. That doesn't surprise me. For Farnty for 200, between 200 and 240. So as soon as we get to sort of 2.4, we're catching up the profile very quickly here. Frederick, performance is pretty good on the A300. Yeah, I'm getting, well, I've shut down Fly Live, but I'm getting 60 FPS. Right, here comes the profile. So stow the speed brake. Go back to profile, which is going to comply with those restrictions. And we can continue descending with the profile mode.
Miami Center, Southwest 2646.
And that's going to hopefully keep us between 250 and 240 at Farnty. There we go.
Everyone just stand by.
ATC hate those sort of questions when they're busy. What runway can we expect? Unless this controller is specifically controlling that area. So the auto throttle's going to come up now to add thrust to maintain 280 knots.
Southwest 5645, 122.8.
No, speedback is not the lever of shame. It's a tool to be used. I hate that term. Hate it. Old school captain's term. There we are. Complying with the Fonto restriction, next hooker 220 below.
Center American 105, do you want me down more?
And you can see this, look, 76 knots crosswind, and you can really see that looking outside. Look how we're well, we're turning now, just now.
Trying to reconfigure the sector so everyone just stand by a minute.
That looks fantastic. 10 out of 10 from Microsoft Flight Sim. Absolutely superb.
Contact Fort Myers,
So good.
125.15.
12515, thank you.
American 105 to send me.
Thanks, Y9N3TA. Hi, laughing emoji. Hi, mate. Just want to say I'm loving streams, the aircraft. I never get bored of watching your streams. Keep up the great work. Try for butter. I'll do what I can. There'll be no landing rate calculator come up. Fly live disabled, I'm afraid.
Via the Bullfrog 2 arrival, landing north, Tampa altimeter 3013.
Bullfrog 2, landing north, 3013, southwest 2646.
Alpaca 701 can descend via the Voodoo 2 arrival, landing west, the Palm Beach altimeter 3010.
Descend on the Voodoo 2 arrival, landing left, and the I just confirmed the altimeter, sorry, Alpaca 701.
It's landing west, altimeter 3010.
Landing west 3010, Alpaca 701. Left, west, it's all the same. So he says I could descend now with the profile, so I'll leave it at 200, and then we can step down to be 190 at Rackno. That looks fantastic. No, I've landed in Sunset, or flown in Sunset. This is bob on. That looks absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, they're on 18.15. Blocked. How could it be blocked? I didn't unkey. Whoever's keying up, just stop. Radio silence from all airplanes, please. For the love of God and all that is holy. That was 2646.
I've never heard a controller say that.
18.15.
Yeah, it was good, but that is superb.
You want me to go over to approach on 118.15?
Affirmative. 18.15.
That was brilliant.
Okay, I guess you did it then. Delta 10, contact Miami on 1.
He had his religious moments.
132.15, Delta 10.
Miami Center, United 750, approach on 18.15.
Hookah 220 below. And now we can descend down to 190. He said descend via the SID. The star.
Miami at Euro Charter 133, 16,000 to evac.
Yeah, that is superb. Oh, look at the sun coming behind the cloud.
On 132.15. Delta 10, 132.15.
Anyway, that must do some work. So 280 knots. What's this, weather? Eh? What's this?
FedEx 66, 132.15.
Interesting. What is this?
American 61,
how's it detecting
24,
this?
132.15.
Very interesting.
JetBlue 1194, contact Miami 132.15.
Just put the tilt up. Where's the next sweep? No, it doesn't make any difference with tilt. Interesting. There's weather on there. It's a nice livery, isn't it?
Yeah, this damn 6-4, if you're here, go to 132.
That's from Bounce, one of our members. It's the Alpaca Cargo Retro livery.
132.15, stand 64.
Allegiant 5788, contact Jacks 135.
So looking good for the next restriction. Right, no 280 knots, 190 below. Weather radar is actually decent. The thing is, I've never heard on Vance of anyone avoid weather because everyone has different weather radars, different sims.
November 6th.
This has been sensational. This looks absolutely fantastic. Another aircraft on VATSIM, look. Very lucky guys to have all this. Very lucky.
Direct to LaBelle, Lima, Bravo, Victor, and then direct Fort Myers.
LaBelle, direct LaBelle, then Fort Myers, American 105.
This is mega.
Miami Center, you're Charter 133 Heavy over at PT.
Well, guys, if you just tuned in the descent now to Palm Beach, Florida. It's been a fantastic flight so far. Everything seems to be working, apart from flight live overlay. Just fine. And we're now in the descent, down to 15,000.
I'm the center, United 750, 350.
Yeah, back to profile. Oh, Airbus sounds. What? I'll set the altimeter now, 3010.
United 750, is that?
That's correct, 350.
United 750.
Miami 750, good evening, Griffin, 904 Heavy.
Fantastic. Yeah, big thumbs up so far. And I've been having a lot of issues with the sims. I'm just glad that... I don't want to say anything until I'm on the ground.
Tiki 3 arrival landing.
So the engine's spawning right down. Yeah, it's a big profile jump there. I was on profile now 500 feet. Yeah, to be fair, that I'll let iniBuilds off because that might was at 190 and now it's diving to be at 15,000 by Lucy's.
4200 Bravo, just fly heading 3.
We can sit down to the right 3.
And descend and maintain flight level 210.
Okay, 340, flight level
amazing so far. Seatbelt signs coming on. Not that we have anyone that needs a seatbelt on in the back. 30 tons of cargo. Fuel 7.9 tons, only 3.8 to divert, so we're good for gas.
Yeah, America 105, do you want me to approach, right?
Carl, I think the PFC is too bright at default brightness. You can turn down the brightness of the PFD, and they have always worked well in the sim, yeah. So you, say as per the real aircraft, you know, you need to turn down the brightness at night.
128.37.
Orlando approach on 128.37. Great job. Delta 1532.
Yeah, exactly, Longcat. Yeah, VNAV on the aircraft like this, you really have to sort of take with a pinch of salt. It's working well so far. So with a weather like this, if you were flying, you'd request a heading to avoid this yellow part. The green part, fine. At this altitude, but yeah, the yellow part you try and avoid. Looking outside, there's no CBs poking out the stratus. Looks absolutely fine.
3011, 3011 and 11,000 feet.
So Lucy's restrictions being just about met, 15,000 or below, on profile anyway. Auto brake will use medium actually, forgot to select that. Yeah, probably is too good.
701, just want to confirm you have descend via the Voodoo 2 arrival landing west.
A firm, Voodoo 2, landing west, currently inbound to Shervy, Alpaca 701.
Thanks, what's your airspeed?
Currently indicated airspeed 280 knots, Alpaca 701.
Alpaca 701, maintain that or greater.
280 or greater, Alpaca 701.
November 4200 Bravo.
You said Voodoo 2, but there's only a Voodoo 1.
Speed to 250.
Okay, 16,000 and reduce.
And it can't have been anything else, so it has to be this.
2.5 at the moment, that's the maximum speed.
You're at 24,000 feet. The 250 restriction is at 10,000 feet. So float at 250 knots now and then 15,000 feet.
That dude we're flying into Palm Beach, Florida.
But we are descending in a TV.
Yeah, she don't say I know. Just do what he says.
230 knots for 00 now.
Oh, it's the best you can do. Okay, very good, thanks.
Thank you.
Delta 629, descend and maintain flight level 250 and turn right heading
Good, 13,000, I'll maintain 280 knots or greater. I will start slowing down for tarty.
212 if you're here, go to 132.2.
Just going to turn the lights on early because I want to see if it illuminates the top of the clouds.
Dallas 212. JetBlue 12.
Where's the logo light?
Contact Miami Center. Alright, no approaches here. It's 1. Oh yeah, no, Miami Center.
Early. I know to turn these on usually happens at 10,000, but I just want to see what happens when we enter the cloud. -1, so we need to do engine anti-ice.
Miami Center, American 5124. Do you want me to switch to Jacksonville?
Engine anti-ice on. Into the cloud we go. So with the lights. Yeah, there we go. Look, you can see it sort of illuminating. That's fantastic.
American 6, yeah, it's supposed to go to a different Miami sector. Now it's Jacksonville.
But it should be a bit brighter at the front here with the lights on.
127.87.
Send out yeah, restrictions are doing well. A little bit high at Shervy. We're meant to be below 13,000 here, so a little bit high. I'm just going to go level change here to 80. So the aircraft's going to go idle thrust and descend with a bit idle.
Turn right heading 090, descend and maintain 10,000.
090 and descend 10,000.
Where's that sounds?
Delta 19.
Turn the light off in my
Center,
office.
turn 30
It's
degrees
bright
to
on
the left
the
vector
monitor.
for descending traffic.
30 degrees left vector.
There we go.
Golf Romeo Foxtrot 94, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain 350, go extend 90, go ahead.
Spiritually, ATC has mentioned God
Lufthansa 121, you hear?
on several occasions.
Yes, please. Lufthansa 121.
Actually, only
Lufthansa
once, I
121,
think.
climb and maintain flight level 310.
310.
So I don't mind being below the profile, so long as we're
American 7,
above 9,000 feet at Tarty.
04.
And I will start reducing to 250. How do I get the brightness of this MCP up? Is there a light up here? Oh, it's already turned up. Oh, that'll do.
American 1704, Miami Center below, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Oh, why is the thrust coming up?
Use the FedEx column.
Oh, it's an outhold, that's why. We can go down to 9,000 feet, that's my level change. Ding, ding, ding. So 11,000 to 9,000 at Tarty, reducing to 250 knots now. So level change, the aircraft will pitch up with idle thrust until it's doing 250 and then descend at 250 knots, just like in the 737.
97, Canadian Delta 58, flight level 370.
God, there's a lot of ATC on here at the moment, wow.
Miami, November 828, Whiskey with you, flight level 360.
What's the next frequency? I think.
Miami, Whiskey.
Yeah, it was,
Oh, this track's actually worked out well for the weather.
828 Whiskey, is that?
Correct, for Miami.
Right, let's turn this music off now, so we can sort of concentrate. How the sounds, guys? I think ATC's all a bit too quiet now. Maybe I'll just turn him up a little bit.
Stand by, Bruce.
And bear with me in chat, because I won't be able to get everyone now, because this workload is going to get a little bit higher. So, passing 10,000 feet, I've already turned the lights on. Angular banking don't set, pressurisation, seatbelts on. Around 10 minutes to landing. So next restriction is below 9,000 feet at Hilbert. Or Hillibit, we're on track 4 in level change, I'll leave it here. And then sound out to 8,000 now. At 8,000 feet, I want to make sure that...
Alpaca 701, contact Palm Beach approach 124.6.
124.6, Alpaca 701. Thanks to the ATC, sir. Bye-bye. What? That's not what I said. Lies. Lies. I'm contacting you. I pressed the transfer button, it just completely changed the frequency. I've got to make sure I don't get below 8,000 feet at the next restriction as well. So 8,000 feet, and I just want to select vertical speed, a really shallow descent. Oh, workload high. There we are, just 200 feet per minute. Because we've got to be at above 8,000 feet at
November
Jans.
2406 Yankee, Palm Beach approach. November 2406 Yankee, we will land at Okeechobee County Airport and request frequency change. Frequency change, CTAF approved, sir.
Yeah, the thing is though, it has got weather. This is not realistic at all because it's not raining. This would be moderate rain and heavy rain, so I'm actually going to turn it off. So I don't know where it's getting this information from, but it's not realistic. Palm Beach approach, hello, Alpaca 701 descending to 8,000 inbound to Jans.
Alpaca 701, Palm Beach approach, hello, Palm Beach altimeter 3011, continue descending via the arrival cross Becca at 6,000.
Continue arrival, altimeter is 3011 and we'll cross Becca at 6,000, Alpaca 701. So we've just got to make sure we're at or above 8,000 feet by Johns. So that's the restriction, so we can't go below 8,000 feet until Johnson. There's a dirty little dive to 6,000 feet to Becca.
Palm Beach Airport is at your 2 o'clock at approximately
bit of IMC now.
miles. Report the airport in sight.
Get airport in sight.
November 2 X-ray.
Yeah, Blaze. Oh, voice break. I know. Type rating instructor and captain. You wouldn't believe it. I occasionally have a little voice croak.
It's 5 miles ahead.
All of these non-believers. What?
And the traffic is an A320, sir.
Nice sort of reference there to Metal Gear Solid. 8,000 feet. It's a brief level segment here. I don't know, James MP. It's on high end. Everything's on high end settings. Just trying the flight recorder.
November 4200 Sierra Bravo.
So I've got to, we cut up descend until past John's. What we'll preset Becker at 6,000. Airbus noises.
And November 2 X-ray Foxtrot, contact tower 119.1.
119.1, we'll see ya. Approach, good evening. TBM 4200 Sierra Bravo descending through 11,000 for...
That's it, you seem pretty young for a check airman. Such a US term, that one. Ooh. Oh yeah, maybe it's a bit of rain here. The wipers do work in the sim actually. So 2 miles to go before we can step down to 6,000 feet. It's only 7 miles, so we might just go level change initially.
50.
Thank you, Hayden.
40,
very generous of you, sir.
30, 20.
1 mile to
10.
go, that'll do. So level change. Let's go down to 6,000 feet. See where my yellow banana ends up.
Going to flight Simexpo in Vegas in June.
I'm very unlikely to be able to go to that, James. I'm going to be at work.
For now, fly heading 100.
Thank you very much for your donation, sir.
Okay, fly heading 110, descend 6,000.
Oh yeah, it's tricky this restriction. It's got to be 8,000 at Jans and then
that heading was
6,000 feet at Becker. And that's as quickly as I can descend,
Oh,
really.
apologize. 100 on the heading 007.
Sim's got very loud all of a sudden on its own. So the airport's going to be off on our left in the distance. Oh, it's not very nice in Florida this evening. Oh, look at it coming out of the sky there. Looking good. Andrew, because of your job, Spencer, do you compensate this by doing cardio exercises to keep in good health? Nowhere near as much as I should, buddy.
Contact Miami Center 135.
Just about met that restriction at 6,000 feet, and then it's impossible to do a CDA look. You have to maintain 6,000 at Becker all the way to Koteb at 210 knots. So next thing is to start reducing speed to 210 knots. Just got to outhold, well, outstar, as it's known. So we can start reducing speed. Did we check the ATIS? Yeah, we got it earlier and text, but it must have just started raining. Right, there's left turn downwind. Going to get ready to go heading select at Koteb. Oh look, in an emergency, look, you could land there. But Palm Beach is here. There we are, back to 210 knots, just above the airspeed. Notice that we slow down, the attitude increases to maintain level flight. We need to generate more lift. Excellent. Yeah, do walk the dog every day when I have him. There we are, 210 knots, 6,000. And now we can go heading select before Koteb so the aircraft doesn't turn. So, heading select, there we go. And now we're in vectors. Good position, 6,000 feet downwind at the up speed. You could still be at 250 here and get away with it. This is just a default airport as well, so I've not seen it in the sim. Who knows what it looks like? Yeah, so far so good. Really enjoyed the flight so far. The iniBuilds has done a good job. It is the best cargo freighter we've got in the sim. Right, there's an aircraft on final, so we're guessing. Is he on TCAS? How do I increase the range of this? Is it the scale on that? No, I don't actually know how to increase the range on that one. Thanks, Greg. That's the best way of checking the weather. So on the heading now.
Alpaca 701 to center maintain 4,000.
Center maintain 4,000 feet. Alpaca 701. So we'll just use VS. And this is where I could get all clever and route direct to keep updating direct to Couped.
Level up 4,000.
Insert, and that just tidies up the ND. And the beauty is, It's not an Airbus, modern Airbus, so it doesn't do anything stupid like going to nav automatically.
Delta 1527, Palm Beach approach, hello. Clementine 12,000, radar contact.
12,000, Delta 1527.
Palm Beach approach, Delta 1981, descending to 10,000, direct route.
Look at that.
Delta 1981, temper approach, hello, at Palm Beach altimeter 301.
Yeah, it's by the radios for TCAS range.
Continue descending via the arrival across Becca at 6,000.
Excuse me.
Alright, continue descending via the arrival across Becca at 6,000. Can you confirm that? And we have altimeter 3011.
Delta 1981, that's correct, so across Becca at 6,000.
I don't like the proximity of the fuel levers, so I'm not going to move that anymore. I've changed it to a below, I think. Yeah, that ain't happening, guys.
And approach hello will be time 64 at 4,000 overhead.
It's going to get level change now.
DFO 64, turn left heading 100, vector to fly.
Left 100, be time 64.
Alpaca 701, descend and maintain 3,000, turn left heading 010.
So maintain 3,000 feet, left 010 degrees, Alpaca 701. So base leg, we'll take a natch of slats. Oh, hello. 010, and vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute, and we can reduce to 180 knots with the slats extended.
November 420, Sierra Bravo, descend and maintain 4,000.
So we need to select the switches here to ILS, and ILS, just a shallow rate of descent now, looking good on base leg here, 180 knots recommended speed. And for the next notch of flops, it's 215 knots, so we just slow down a little bit more. Yes, no rain there at all.
Alpaca 701, 4 miles from Cup, turn left heading 310, maintain 3,000 to establish on the localizer, clear the ILS 28 right approach.
Left 310 degrees, send 3,000, on that heading cleared ILS 28 right, Alpaca 701, helps if I turn the heading, 310,
64, maintain 3,000, turn right heading.
Take the flaps, go down to 160. Oh, so guys, there's just certain things you just cannot teach. You just cannot teach certain things. It's unteachable. Localizer live. It's just a big 737. I love it. Absolutely love it. Just fly like a 73. So localizer armed in blue.
Remember, 2 X-ray Foxtrot.
Oh, can you arm glide slope straight away in the A300? Great vectors as well, yeah.
And what is your intention to do? Do you want to get back up to the approach?
Localizer capture. Land, glide slope capture. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. I'm heading 279.
Left heading 090.
November 2 X-ray Foxtrot, maintain heading 190 for now.
Who needs landing gear? Thanks for reminding me, Steve.
This time of 64, 5 miles from Cup, turn right heading to 250, maintain 3,000 to establish on the localizer, clear the ILS 28 right approach. Traffic ahead, an A300, 6 miles.
That's me!
Right, 250.
Looking good then, next will be geared down, flat 50.
Left with right, and copy the traffic, 64.
Alpaca 701, fully established.
Alpaca 701, contact tower 119.1.
119.1 folks, ATC, Alpaca 701, bye. Yeah, it works.
Roger, clear for takeoff, clear, right, flight check, 518.
There we go. On speed brake. It's tower. Palm Beach Tower. Hello, Alpaca 701. Established ILS 28 right. Replay's on.
Alpaca 701, Palm Beach Tower, wind 320 at 4, runway 28 right, clear to land, traffic departing prior to arrival.
Right to 8 right, cleared to land, Alpaca 701. Cleared to land, we'll start configuring soon. Oh, I don't know what to do it now. So hopefully, just up, down. Yes, it works, Steve! Brilliant, get down. Next, natural flops. Landing checklist, star switches, recall, there isn't one, well there is, but it's all good. Speed brake. Arms, landing gear, waiting for the 3 green lights. Landing flap as well, we can now select. Donk, I heard there's a big donk. Did I select landing flap? I did, 30, 40, 128.
Contact Spartak, good flight.
Departure, good night.
34. So flaps, we've got 3 green lights, flaps are they still extending? Yeah, they're slow, aren't they? 134. And checklist complete. Looking good. Oh, hello PDF. Bye bye PDF. Oh, hello Fly Live. Bye bye Fly Live. Oh dear. Right, let's disconnect the auto throttle. Oh, I don't like that. And then disconnect the autopilot. There you go, my aeroplane. Has it disconnected? There we go. And the only way to shut that off is by pushing that button, and I'm not pressing any controls. There we are. Speed. Look at this picture though, it looks great. Let's get back up to our target speed of 134 knots. Are there any puppies on this runway? Didn't do a really detailed briefing of the runway. Bit gusty, isn't it?
Following a A300.
A little low on speed. There we are. Don't mind getting up to 140. It's just default scenery here. Flying nicely. It's a little bit of turbulence. Something's rocking the plane around. Ah, this picture looks great. No vases or poppies. No centerline lights either. The taxi lights are very bright though. You shouldn't be able to see them as clear as this. Itch on my nose. Oh, look at that golf. Is that no baseball? Baseball. Checked. Land. So lots of FMA changes. Checked. A little bit right of centre line. Continue. What is? It's a right light feast down here. Who loves the colour blue? Right. Pappy's glide slope. I don't know where the flight directors are giving me, but yeah, we're visual now. Hold the attitude. I'll take that as probably a little bit further right on the aiming point. Right, speed brakes. Up, reverses. Yeah, it's a bit more. The rudder's sort of like not left and right. It's a bit of more motion to it. Right, cancelling reverse and manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Palm Beach. I'm gonna have to get the taxi chart up here just to make a vacate the next right. We'll vacate at Foxtrot, which is here. There we go. I've still got Airbus sounds going on. Oh, look at how narrow this taxiway is. Let's just vacate the runway. Alpaca 701 vacated at Foxtrot.
Alpaca 701, contact ground 121.9, good day.
121.9 now, Alpaca 701, bye. Right, let's go over to ground. Yeah, a bit of a firm one. But yeah, it landed quite nicely. And during the rollout using rudder, it sort of drifted a little bit, which is nice. Usually an X-plane aircraft just like, it's left, right, no in between. So it felt quite good. Palm Beach ground, hello, it's Alpaca 701, vacated 28 right on Foxtrot.
Victor X-ray Papa 701, Palm Beach ground, seat parking?
If there's any stands available at the cargo ramp, that would be great. If not, the east remote ramp.
Victor Charlie Papa 701. I am pretty sure there's just one aircraft at the cargo ramp, but you can taxi ramp via Charlie Mike 2 cross runway 14 Charlie.
Charlie, Mike 2, cleared across 3 to Charlie, Alpaca 701. Perfect, so that's first right here. It's a bit of a steep one, so let me just take the parking brake off. I am blocking the exit here, and it is a very steep... Well, I don't know if the taxi chart I've got matches the... No, it doesn't really. Oh, it's here. I need to go this way. I'll try my best. This might be a brief excursion. Victor Charlie Papa, outrageous. Yeah, just okay. Oh, it's so quiet out here. There we are, we'll do the cleanup. Yeah, look, I did a flight without Microsoft Flight Sim crashing. I can't believe it. Let's hope we've gotten to the bottom of the issues. I've reset everything, basically. I had to work at some point. Enjoyable flight. Great add-on this as well. With GSX and the Cargo Ops as well. You could do some proper fun freight drops here. Anyway, Charlie, all the way here, crossing the runway. Then Mike 2 is right at the end onto the cargo ramp, just up here, so it's a straight line. Superb. Hope you enjoyed it, guys.
Ground hello, BSAM 64.
And thanks to everyone, all the members that helped me, 30 knots maximum here, with the issues I was having. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Whiskey at 64, Palm Beach ground. Are you requesting signature at...
Sounds... Oh, what's my speed here? Maximum 30 knots taxi speed at my operator should be sticking to. So, let's get GSX up and running, see if we can pick up the stand. Oh, 0 suitable parking, 0 suitable parking. So how... I can't get this to work then, I guess. If there's nothing acceptable on the default airport. Well, I can't unload the cargo. Well, I'll just have to use the iniBuilds forums. iniBuilds EFB. Right, let's do a clean up here. So transponder to standby. Trim reset. Lights. We can. Oh, I haven't got voice cracks, haven't I today? Oh, engine anti-ice was meant to turn off a lot sooner. Strobes to off. Oops. It's a very narrow taxiway actually. GSX words it will just complain. Oh, okay. 3,100. This we can set to 100 knots. This doesn't seem to blank, does it? So second left for the cargo ramp. This is just default scenery. And there's no one over here. Oh, a massive stutter. I thought that was game over. Oops, maximum 10 knots for turns, guys. Better get the AP cranked up as well.
Victor Juliet Alpha 64, cross runway 32 at Lima. Continue to taxi via Lima Echo.
Cross 32 at Lima and...
where is that master switch for the APU? There it is. Perfect. Window heat, probe heat can come off as well. So which stand? There's an aircraft there. I'll take the second right on stand number 2. You can get GSX to override suitable parking so you can still use it, I think, and ignore a wingspan. Okay, I'll have a look. Here's stand number 2. It's a bit more than a concrete block here. They've actually got some windows with the blinds closed. Oh, it's next. Oh, that could do some weird stuff with the refueling there. Still got some lights on facing forward, just the taxi light. No, not the best parking on to stand here. There we are. Yeah, I guess I can't have any with... because it doesn't recognise any stands here. Well, I don't even know what stand this is. I couldn't get the marshaller, guys. Someone's having a race. Yes, they are. Right, that'll do. I'll show you about the GSX issue with the airport, but yeah, it's because it's a default one. Right, now IP available, so it's on the green. We can shut the engines down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Palm Beach, Florida. So let's go here to ground equipment. Oh, no! I forgot to disarm. Have I blown a slide? Oh, I think I've gotten lucky. I've been very lucky. Right, main cargo. And then, how do you unload? I think you just have to go here, weight and balance. Then put 0, I guess. But there we are. Main cargo doors open as well. Oh, I'll try and get GSX to deboard. Well, I'm going to do the replay here anyway, so hopefully it would have... If I had it working, it would have already started. Right, anyway, let me just follow the shutdown checklist as per the checklist here. So once on stand, nose lights off, parking brake set, APU bleed on. Now I'll shut it down soon. Fuel off. Stop the elapsed timer, so it's 2 hours exactly from takeoff to being on stand. Fuel pumps can come off, Probe off as well. I don't see the point of doing this because I'm going to do the replay in a second anyway. And then the secure checklist IRS off the switches you've turned off as well. There we go. What do you guys think of the add-on then? There we go.
Number 420.
Just happy to have a
Bravo,
flawless flight.
Ground, safe parking area.
I presumed we'd have a crash, but it all worked out well in the end.
Number 4200 Bravo, touch around via Foxtrot.
Just turn this guy down. There we are. And there's the aircraft. Now, question then, would I recommend it? Absolutely. You know, I've always liked the iniBuilds aircraft. The systems-wise, I think work quite well. I haven't really gone in depth here, but the autopilot flies nicely. The landings are nice. Takeoff, the landings are quite dynamic. So you know, I was adding rudder there, and it did sort of float a bit on the main gear, which is how I'd describe how an aircraft feels at high speed on the initial landing roll before the sort of the speed brake deploys and presses you onto the runway, especially on a wet runway. It sort of can skid a bit, but yeah, it was good. Handles really nicely. The pitch and power makes sense. It flies like I'd imagine an aircraft of this size to fly, and it's reasonably priced, so I'd thoroughly recommend to add this to your Microsoft Flight Sim hangar if you have it. Amazing. We'll disconnect that as well. Left inner stage for the APU. Got you. Oops. Well, we'll do the replay first. I'm just going to stop the replay. And what I'll do, I'll load a panel state. So stop replay. Yeah, I'm so happy I had no issues in the sim today. Oh, I'm hoping that's it. We've got rid of the gremlins. And we'll just continue here without changing any settings. Default entries for max wingspans are too conservative in the default scenery. Ah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Very good. Right. Let me jump back on in here. Let's have a look at some of the comments during landing. Flight recorder mostly. Yeah, sorry about Fly Live. I'll look into getting a new overlay. And landing rate would have been -20 or something, you know. Right, cool. Right, I'll put the time back slightly so we can sort of enjoy the views here. Now, bear with me. I think I've got to load the panel state. So that's my flight. No, where is it? Under aircraft maintenance? No. Settings. Where's the panel states, guys? Completely forgot where they are. Not on the throttle calibration. I can't. Ground equipment. Where were panel states? Or is it not possible? It's all quiet in chat. Well, I'll close the doors whilst we're here. And there was definitely top right. Ah, you're right. Thank you. So, ready for takeoff. Spam the flaps out. So just get the aircraft configured. I'll just give it a second for the engines to spool up as well. Settings button top right. Thanks Malex and ADS Legends. When will the 727 get updated for X-Plane 12, says Andrew? I think soon. I think FlyJSim are in the process. Those sounds great. Here comes the fuel. Spam that flap lever. So as soon as we get some hydraulic power, there goes the flaps to be extended. So I think if I activate the replay now, I'll just let the engine stabilise first. Should be all good. This is a faff. When will Microsoft Flight Sim get a decent replay tool? Let's try it. Ah! Rip. It does move very quickly actually with no issues here. Let's go from there. I think the engines have spooled down, but it's gone very quiet. No, they're here, they're here. You just crank up the sounds here. Faff, faff, faff. Settings, page 2. That's better. Speed brake, yeah, there's nothing I could do about that. They're not working, but let's have a look at the landing from here. Oh, same outro music at this stage. Nothing changes. Nothing changes on the Flight Deck Sim live stream. Sensor line tracking was good. Slightly upwind of the sensor line with the wind coming from the right. Have I timed it perfectly with the music? Have I? Almost. Oh, give me that. Bit firm. Almost perfection. Like a Rosie McGowan, I'm basically a DJ. Oh, hello engines. You need to rearm the spoilers each time. Ugh. Thanks. Yeah, it was a tad firm, but it was certainly not hard. But it behaved well on the rollout. I don't think the flight control inputs will work on the replay, but the motion was the best sort of large aircraft I felt for a while. All the others feel exactly the same. Do I need to select reverse thrust manually? Oh yeah, okay. So I have to do that during the replay and everything. Got you. Oh, that'll be a good one for the rollout. Let me just do... actually, I'll do one more... No, because I'll use the window view for the final bit. What the views do we have here? Ooh, yeah! That one's, I love this view. Yeah, I forgot to rearm the spoilers. There we are. Cheers, Domino Mosina. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for staying up as well. Well, it's half midnight where you are. 11:30 here in the UK. Yeah, landed a little bit flat. Maybe it was a tad fast. It's on the mains first. I mean, it's right on the touchdown zone. More sound. Just a bit twitchy on steering. Yeah, a little bit, but it's better than the PMDG and the other add-ons. Not bad. Cargo view. Oh, that's no, just one from here, and then I'll go for the window view. Yeah, the weather was quite good, but it was quite dynamic. It was quite gusty. 3 PM, Greg, for you. Crikey. Yeah, the sim looks very, very nice, doesn't it, in all conditions. That sunset approach was wicked. Oh. Thanks for subscribing there, Bradley Fox. Welcome on board. Small check, there it is. Sort of, yeah, but maybe it's not a small bounce, but you can get the weight on the wheels straight away. Very, very good. Right then, what I'll do, I'll pop you from the approach about there. Sorry about the whiny engines. And we'll go in from that view. And I'll rearm the spoilers. There we go. Great. Well, that's another Flight Deck Sim live stream done, as I was just mentioning. Great little add on this one, the iniBuilds A300. Very reasonably priced for what you get, 35 quid plus VAT. Best cargo aircraft I've got in Microsoft Flight Simulator right now as well. So, yeah, that's all I can say. Thanks to all the members for helping with my Microsoft Flight Sim issues. All worked out well today, no issues at all. I've been very lucky that during my last few Microsoft Flight Sim streams I've not actually had a crash during the stream. It's always been during testing, so it fixed the issues again. To everyone that donated, thank you very much for your generosity. To all the members, thank you very much for your continued support as well. To all the regular viewers and subscribers, thank you very much for tuning in again. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it, save it to your favourites as well. Check out my iniBuilds playlist so you can see all the streams I've done in both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator. The link is in the video description below. Anyway, I am on annual leave at the moment. I'll hopefully stream again on Tuesday Thursday, and then I won't be here on Wednesday. But yeah, I've got a few things penciled in for you guys. Right, thanks. See you soon, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.